I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allen, and you're listening to Give Me a Oh Yeah podcast.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
go.
I thought, like, originally, like, when I first set this up, I thought it was just came onto our screen as soon as the intro went off, but I was pre-prepared there. I had the little...
We got it. We made it.
The fancy little back in there, you know, that's like my coverage for when I don't know what I'm doing. I just put that on there. Yeah, Daddy French. How you doing, man?
Hi, it's great to be here. It's great
You all right?
Finally here.
In the wrestling kitchen. Like, this
wrestling
is
kitchen.
crazy. This is actually my first stream I've ever done with somebody in the same space that isn't Anthony. So, like, this
What an honor.
because we used to do the ones in his kitchen, in his house. And then when lockdown happened, he was like, I'm lazy, I can't be asked, you know, so he was just like, right, we'll just do it in our separate spaces, which is fair enough, you know, socially distancing. But then when lockdown ended, he still didn't want to go back to doing it together. He was just like, I'll just do it from my flat, and you can do it from your flat.
Whatever
So,
works.
but I feel like it's nice to have the connection, man.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great night. Smackdown.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Night. We've got tea.
We have got tea.
We've got
Yes.
good times.
Yes.
Ahead. That's all we need.
We have got tea. I mean,
That's all we need.
yes, cheers. We cheers
Yes,
with our
cheers.
tea. Yeah. So, dude, it's been a big week for wrestling. But first off, we've had you on the channel before to talk about the Lion's Den, which is your platform. For the 4 people that are in, and for anybody that watches this back, tell us a little bit more about what it is that you do and why you do it.
Well, I started the Lions Den a few months ago to connect with a lot of musicians and industries to show the diversity in the whole mental health community. So I tried to get involved in that as much as I can to try and show my support and try and help others talk. And then it's kind of gone to a different direction, and we focus on Tourette syndrome.
Yeah.
A lot of the people who are my guest bloggers tell me a lot about Tourette syndrome, which is amazing. I get people contact me from all over the world.
It's awesome.
And it shows all the different conditions that also go, the sub-conditions that go with Tourette syndrome, like copralia, which is the vocalized Tourette syndrome. And you also get, like, we've recently done one on Panda, which is, I'm not even going to try and say it because it's such a long thing, but it's really educational. You'll really enjoy it. We're hoping to just give young people and any age really a platform to speak and to feel safe, and that's all we're going for, really.
Absolutely, man. So how does somebody get involved in that? Like, what does somebody do? Like, how do they reach out to you?
I've got Twitter, I've got Instagram, all the normal social media platforms. If you search at IT Lions, then you'll find my page. Please go and support it. Drop me a message if you want to get involved, and that's as simple as that. I'll set you up as a writer on my page, and then boom, you're away.
Absolutely, man. So people can get experience with you. They can build a portfolio. They can talk about things that matter to them. Tourette's is one thing, but also you do a lot of stuff in music as well. So people can get a lot of experience, I'm hearing, around not only Tourette's and working with that, but also interviewing real life bands and artists. And stuff
That's what I'm hoping for. It's only been around for 4 or 5 months.
That's crazy.
It's taken off really well, which is really surprising. But I've just like honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I got a D in English in school. But using this kind of platform has opened me up. So now I write for my local paper zine. The Hull Hub, I wrote for them, which has really gained a lot of confidence for myself and my writing. I believe there's a lot of passion behind my writing, and a lot of people have told me that too. So it's
I agree, man. I mean, it's a pleasure because obviously you featured me on the page, which was wonderful, great privilege. And kind of a lot of it's been great because I've seen a lot of other people on there, a lot of bands and artists that are doing really well now, and to be able to have that platform it is great. And obviously for those people that haven't also seen, because I think you came onto our predictions video, what made you moving away from the Lions Den? Obviously everybody go check out and check those platforms. What made you become a wrestling fan, man? What why are you sitting here with me at midnight when you've just done a shift at work? Let's just clarify. Dan's been working all day. You've come round to my gaff now to do this. why are you here? Why do you care so much about wrestling, and more specifically, WWE in a time where it's difficult to care about WWE at the moment?
Well, Dom, I'm going to start right now. So, when I was must have been about 8 or 9 years old, I was at school, and then people brought their slam attacks to school, and it was amazing seeing all these bright colours and these championship belts that I was dying to have. So I first started watching it. My first pay-per-view I watched was Royal Rumble 2008.
Yeah.
And then I just fell in love with Jeff Hardy as a young boy does.
Amazing, yeah.
I wanted to dye my hair funny colours. I wanted to wear the jeans with the I even went to school with a tea towel in the back to try and mimic Jeff Hardy, man.
Yeah, I love that.
That was how I started, and then it just developed more and more and more. And then as I grew into maturity, we're gonna say maturity. Apparently, I'm supposed to be.
Dude, we're all supposed to be, but here we are. here we are talking about wrestling. It's all good. But anyway, yeah. So
from there, then it just kind of became like an alternative reality for me. That's all I wanted to do was watch wrestling, and if there's any trauma going on inside my life, I could just go to this world of insane characters and just think, wow, I wouldn't like to be Kane or getting Paul Bearer thrown down the stairs.
Yeah.
My edge, crazy. Just watching that every day just give me something to watch and something to hope for, that I could see these people and I could dream to be these people. Obviously, I know now Jeff Hardy wasn't the most influential person.
Well, I actually think he's a very influential person because he's been through those kind of darker periods, and now look where he is. Burying Karrion Kross on Raw in his main roster debut. So I think actually Jeff Hardy, I would say, is probably the perfect example of someone to look up to because he's human and he makes mistakes and he's here and he's still going. So actually, I admire that dude. Well, before we carry on, because we've got quite a while till SmackDown, so I'm just going to carry on. Just going to do some comments before see what we've got.
Nice.
Wrestlehead is in. Hello, Wrestlehead. He says, acknowledge Roman. You can't see me, Cena. Yes, we're going to see both those guys tonight. Obviously, Cena is in. He's going to be at SmackDown. He's contracted to do SmackDowns for quite a while now. And Roman Reigns, of course, the head of the table, will be on SmackDown. So it's exciting times for Cena fans and Reigns fans. I know they're actually doing this in collaboration with a music festival over in the US.
Really?
I think some of these matches tonight are being staged at a music festival in the US, which is really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, so Emma's in. Hello, my darling. How you doing? I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. We're going to have a little day trip to York, which would be really nice. Yeah. Jack is in, our moderator extraordinaire, mate. Love to all. Love to you. Thank you so much for joining, man. Appreciate it. Dom and the new Anthony. Yes, this is Dan. He is his own wonderful human, and he's also nicer to me than Anthony is. So I actually prefer him already. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this full time instead of Anthony, man?
I would love to do it full time.
Anthony just bullies me. It's just Grace Ginger is in. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Nice.
Great.
Lots of love.
Yeah, absolutely. Jax is great. I think it's referring to your comment about WB and how passionate you are about it. I know Jack is a bit of an AEW mark. And it's a good time to be a fan of AEW.
Oh yeah, you've got some incredible talent.
Just announced the signings. I think the signing of Daniel Bryan is a done deal, and the signing of CM Punk. Your thoughts?
I don't know. Obviously, I don't complain that people are going to different brands. It's the same anyway. It's a job. It's a career. And I think it'll be good for Bryan Danielson to return to his old character. I think that'll get a lot of good reaction. The CM Punk one is a bit of a hit and miss because he's at this horrible crossroads where if he doesn't come back and be like the top dog in AEW, then it's going to be his UFC run all over again, where it's just going to ruin his career. Yeah. And obviously he's in it for the money. He said in countless interviews, if I come back to professional wrestling, it'd be over money, and he has done. But we'll just see what happens from there. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's a good question, man, because I think AEW allows for a certain amount of creative freedom, at least for now. I think there is an argument that AEW are kind of loading themselves up with WWE guys. I mean, Aleister Black. But Aleister Black is there. They're talking about bringing Buddy Murphy in, but it's the right WWE guys. It's not older guys. You're not looking at your Randy Ortons. You're not looking at whereas that comparison for WCW would work if they were bringing in, say, Randy Orton and the kind of bigger level names, but then it's difficult because they have bought in the Big Show and they bought in Mark Henry. So it's a difficult line to run because I want AEW to do well, but I do think there is an over-reliance on WWE guys. However, I don't know how else they were going to do it.
No, it's all about ratings. It's all it's been about for the past couple of years since AEW started. It's been about ratings, and they know how to get ratings. They started off with Jericho as their AEW champion, which was an incredible move on their part because Jericho took that title to new limits, and I think that's just what they're going for. They're bringing. You say they're all WWE guys, but they're not because they're returning to their old independent days. Like obviously it's not. It's Malachi's last now instead of Tommy End.
Tommy End, yeah.
But like a lot of them are referred to their old previous names, which is good. Matt Sydal loved him when he came in. Obviously,
yes,
he had the unfortunate botch when he fucked
but that's the thing. They've dealt with it. They've had these botches in AEW, and they've just carried on rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's there's a good independent spirit about AEW. A lot of people are kind of moving from WWE to AEW and have become like, really big fans. Anthony always goes on to me about how great the storytelling is, for example, in AEW, and it is. But I am a WWE lifer, man. I've been watching this stuff for 30 plus years. I know you've been watching it a little less, but like, I love the crazy characters. Anthony can't stand the Fiend, but he loves Kenny Omega. I love the Fiend, and I think wrestling, it has to be an escapism for me.
Of course,
I want to sit here and I want to hang out with people, with you guys, and I want to hang out with you, and I want to talk about wrestling, and I want to kind of just chill out and enjoy that. You know what I mean? I don't want to necessarily think about the ins and outs of what makes a great technical Kenny Omega match. No. I would like to see a dude in a mask and getting having fire matches and stuff like that. Like, I watch wrestling for escapism. I watch wrestling for the ridiculousness
for the characters.
For the characters.
Of course, yeah.
And I think Anthony, like, he's very much like, oh yeah, well, Kenny Omega's the best wrestler in the world.
Oh, I've had that argument way too many times.
Which is fine, but I think actually the best sports entertainer, which is about making money, is actually Randall Keith Orton, Randy Orton. Is in my opinion. Yeah. I think the best character on wrestling television is Bray Wyatt, and I'm so gutted that he's not back. I mean, he's scheduled for the first week of August. I know he's had some mental health stuff since the loss of Brody Lee. So, but he is my favorite wrestler and performer of modern times. If I was looking at AEW, I love Darby Allin. But then I grew up as a massive goth, so of course I'm going to love those characters, But then I also think Aleister Black's amazing, and CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, that excites me too, man.
It excites me, of course, because going back into the industry.
Well, exactly, but I think people too easily now will S word on WWE too easily. Because it's not really, because it's not like pure wrestling and not, they've kind of lost storytelling. But in fact, they're still a globally renowned, sports entertainment company, and that's what's making money. That's what's doing well. I'll always be a WWE guy over an AEW guy.
Me too. 100%.
Just because I've been with it for long. But then I love being pleasantly surprised. If AEW wants to swing me a CM Punk and Bryan Danielson match and it blows the roof off, I will happily say it's the match. I'm happy to say it's the match of the year.
That's the incredible thing about modern wrestling, is that there's so much choice. Like, there's wrestling on every single night now, and it's always good. Like, well, you can argue that Raw's here and there, but I'm always going to remain loyal to Raw because, like, it was something that I watched as a kid. It's where I met all my heroes.
Absolutely,
So I'll always stay loyal to it.
Absolutely, yeah. And we've got a couple of people. Dave McDermott, my good buddy from York. I have been on holiday with the man. I have toured with the man. I have seen his balls. Dave, good to see you, man. Hopefully, Jade the dog.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
We'll get there. Jade the dog. Dave's dog Jade is beautiful, and I hope Jade is doing well. I hope you are okay, dude. Lovely to hear from you. Lovely to see you. And yes, AEW dragging out the pensioners again. Yes. You see, I love CM Punk. I love Bryan Danielson, man. I love that. But I was less enamored with the Mark Henry accusation. I mean, he's a great veteran and he's going to be developing talent. So there's a reason for it. But there's a lot of arguments about WCW Mark II, and I do see where they're coming from. I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to be.
No, you're right.
I don't want to be the kind of guy that poops on a company. Because AEW are doing an amazing job. They are doing an amazing job. but you can't attack WB for having a terrible product. When AEW, there is a heavy reliance right now on Sting, for example,
course,
you know what I mean? So still to me, WB will always, right now to me, WB has the more entertaining product. If you're a pure wrestling fan, you go to AEW.
Yep.
And you go to Ring of Honor, and I actually love Ring of Honor as well. I've really enjoyed watching Ring of Honor. But me and you, it sounds like you're a bit of a WWE lifer like me,
Yeah, that's my only product, WWE. I watch AEW from time to time, but it doesn't catch my eye as much as possible. The singles out matches, which are great.
It looks like we've started a little bit of a debate. So Simon Thompson says, hope Dan's doing justice. Dom, yes, he is. Very much enjoyed having Dan in the kitchen, Simon. Hope you're all right, mate. Jack says, pensioners, Punk's 42. Well, it's nice to know. It's nice to know that you don't think that's pensioner age. I'm getting close to 42. WWE champion is 46. WWE is WCW 2.0. I know, but when you look like Bobby Lashley,
there's a difference between Bobby Lashley and CM Punk in physique.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I would say CM Punk is the better is the better entertainer in terms of mic skills. But if you want like the sort of archetypal WWE, archetypal wrestling body, that's Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, that's Vince straight over.
Yeah, exactly. He loves it, doesn't he? He loves it. Goldberg is 54 too. Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to talk about Goldberg.
Yeah, absolutely. It just isn't as entertaining as WWE. I remember I gave Dave my fight login to watch an episode of AEW a while ago, and I remember you not being that into it. I think it was something to do with the production, Dave. I to be honest, like I said, I do love it. I do love the product. I think they're doing really well. But again, it's not. It's just not. I watch WWE to let go of reality. Do you know what I mean? To have quirky, crazy characters. But I also know Dave isn't a fan of the Fiend. So Punk looks at least 20 years older than Lashley. Yeah, good point, mate. Just going to scroll back up because I believe we have Laura J in.
Laura J, that's my lovely girlfriend, Laura.
Yes, Laura J. If Laura's still in, great t-shirt choice. Yes, Edge rated R. Well, we may see Edge this evening. Well, I mean, because he's setting up a build with Seth Rollins.
His return at the Royal Rumble was maybe one of the. Sorry to say this, Laura, but probably one of the best nights of my life, just because surrounded by wrestling fans in Tribal, little bar in Hull.
I can imagine.
And it just went absolutely insane. It was like Edgy teased it all this time, and I was like, nah, it's not going to happen. It's not. But that's the beauty of the Royal Rumble, and that's one thing that AEW will never take away from WWE, the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble,
and I mean, they did have a great coffin match. They had a great coffin match last week. They had Darby and one of the many pages.
Ethan Page,
Ethan Page. There's Ethan Page, Brian Cage, Nick Gage,
Christian
Cage. Somebody, Hangman Page.
Yeah, and Diamond Dallas Page was on one of them.
And they're all going to fight in a big steel cage match at some point. Let's go back up. Officially, I like both, but I like AEW a bit more. I feel like officially I like both, but I'm always going to be a WWE guy, I think. Well, not too hard to be nicer to you than Anthony. I know, I'm actually really enjoying this. Don't tell him. He's having a great time at the moment. He's got Becky's literally just arrived from London, so he is doing whatever it is he's doing, and you definitely won't be showing up tonight on the stream to rip into me. So we're all right. I think we're gonna be okay. None of us are mature now. I know. I mean, we're not, are we? We're sat here talking about wrestling. But I got to admit, man, having you around has got me wanting to start like 40 minutes early.
Good, let's do this.
I've enjoyed just chatting. Like starting streaming again. I started it properly last weekend. Went into Monday Night Raw with not much expectation. Hung out with our Discord moderator Danny Hargreaves, and it was great fun. And it really is motivating to just sit with someone and talk about wrestling again.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all it's fine hanging out in my kitchen on my own, but it doesn't have the same vibe. You know what I mean?
No, you've got to have back and forth.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of being in Tribal. You know what I mean? Where you just kind of the bar that streams a lot of wrestling in Hull. Just hanging out and just talking wrestling, just like before lockdown. Before this crazy stuff happened, and our whole lives changed.
It's the only thing that keeps me awake. If I'm talking to someone watching wrestling, I can stay awake. But if I'm not, I'm just out of it. Like gone. As soon as the adverts come on, I'm out.
Yeah,
But-
absolutely. Okay, we got a couple more
Almost
people in.
there.
So Crazy Ginger says AEW have MJF and Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, and so many youngsters as well as old stars.
Yeah.
If it was just young guys, the young guys would have no one to beat, which means the young guys can't get over. Good point, Jake. Your
It's a good
thoughts
point.
on that, Danny?
It is a good point, but you've seen it in multiple wrestling companies, wrestling independent companies. The same argument, but you don't need the older guys. The young guys are already experienced. They know what they're doing. They don't need to be over in that sense. Just because you've beaten a 50-odd-year-old person doesn't mean you can go over.
I see what you mean. I mean, there is a point to that. I mean, I don't think Hangman Page would have done as well if he wasn't going to go over. I mean, he's going to go over Omega hopefully and win the AEW Championship. But like Jericho is there to put people over. He's put MJF over a bunch. He's put Orange Cassidy over.
That was a shock.
And that rub you get from from beating Jericho, that there is a point that Jake does make there.
Yeah, I do see his point, of course.
Darby gets the rub from Sting, So there is an absolute point there. Good point, Jake Holden. Toby King's in, dude. Nice to see you, man. Like, what ultra famous Twitch streamer now, Toby King. How's it going, man? One of my old friends from York. Good to see you, buddy. How is your exceptional beard going? Brian will be part-timing anyway, and we all know he's only there to complete his career with dream matches. He will, if anything, help AEW develop. I agree with that. And
I agree with that.
That does put my comment earlier about Mark Henry in perspective. Yes, I could sit here in my kitchen talking to you about it, but at the end of the day, I don't know what it's like to have been Mark Henry. I don't know what it's like to have his experience in the ring and out of the ring. I can't, poo on Mark Henry's experience. Just like, so as much as we can be like, oh, well, yeah, AEW brings in all the stars too much, you have no idea the value that, say, Mark Henry's going to bring to somebody, or a Sting, or Daniel Bryan and Bryan Danielson.
Especially all these big guys like William Hobbs and stuff are going to take a lot of experience from Mark Henry's perspective, because they're both strong men, and that's all they're going to go for. So I think it's going to be real good for the big guys in AEW. I know AEW is not filled with big guys. It's a lot of like new age kind of modern era wrestling.
The independent dream team kind of thing.
Of course, like Darby Allin and MJF, like you said before, they're not like hinged big guys like Vince always used to dream over, but it's completely different, but it works, and that's what's good about AEW. I
do think, because a lot of people talk about who's going to be the first people to jump ship to, from AEW to WWE, and I do genuinely think that Powerhouse Hobbs is one of those guys that could be tempted over, because he's only in he started his career in AEW, hasn't he, really? And so he could make the jump, and he'd be one of those people, I would say, and people look at Darby Allin and say, he'll never go to WWE. And I think he said he'd never go to WWE because he didn't want to be like put in a boiler room like Mankind or something, or treated like a goth because, whatever. But I think with the right amount of money, I think Powerhouse Hobbs and Darby Allin, maybe MJF as well. MJF's talked about money and the value of money to him. Those three.
Couldn't see MJF going to WWE.
Those three, MJF, Darby Allin, and I'm just watching because we're watching ahead of the stream we've got Smackdown. We're watching one from 2019, and it's it was like the Fiend's debut against Finn Balor, and it was one of my favorite moments of the last few years. So I'm just getting captivated by that. So I do apologize, but yeah, I think MJF, Powerhouse Hobbs, Darby Allin would be the kind of the stars from AEW that WWE will look to poach in future.
Yeah, there's been a lot. To be fair, there's been a lot of surprised people that I've seen come to WWE over the past 10 years. Like, I never thought Adam Cole would have come to WWE.
Yeah, you're right.
I never thought, even now, and Eli Drake from Impact.
Yeah, that's right. He's great. I love it. Yeah. He's doing better work now. I loved Eli Drake in Impact. He's doing better work than he was ever doing. It's just like Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes, Who what was his name on Impact? Can't remember his name, but Cameron Grimes is great.
They're just working so well together. And then they brought the $1 Million Championship back, which just made it so perfect. All the vignettes he did with Ted DiBiase were just outstanding. And that's what I love about it. But like I say, all these people that have come up to WWE, you can never say never in this kind of industry.
No,
Can
you're
you?
right. You're right. You can never say
Never say
never.
never.
You just don't know. And I mean, there's some exciting stuff coming up from NXT because you've got they actually have a team. I think, I think the taping's coming up. You see Cameron Grimes teaming with LA Knight, which is
LA
brings
Knight,
that. And interestingly enough, we're going to see the return, fingers crossed, of Ridge Holland to NXT. He's a great young talent. Ridge Holland, of course, former Hull KR rugby player. He's coming back to NXT soon. So there's some great stars in WB and NXT that kind of don't necessarily get, pure wrestling fans love AEW and say it, poos all over everything. I'm just going to swear. Okay. Shit's all over AEW. Sorry. AEW shits all over WB, but in fact, there's some great talent, that perhaps is getting overlooked. However, I suppose I can see the argument when Karrion Kross is going down to Jeff Hardy, although I think Jeff Hardy's an amazing star, and he did have the No More Words theme return.
There's not going to that. I kind of cried like a fucking baby.
Yeah, man.
Just such a throwback because that time of Jeff Hardy's career. Because when I first got into it, and you go through, even to 2008 was a roller coaster of awful. He went for the championship scramble match, and then the match with Triple H, the triple threat where he got attacked previously by Matt Hardy, and it just all culminated into the return of that theme song. And it just
it was amazing.
Like, do you remember the interview he did where it was like where someone asked him about the song, and he was like, "What? We have the rights to that? We can use it." Shit, we can use it. So. I'm so glad it's finally come back.
But at the expense, unfortunately, of the NXT champion Karrion Kross, and this is where I can understand people's thoughts on AEW.
But one thing I don't understand about Karrion Kross coming back. Someone pointed this out to me as well. Karrion Kross didn't come out with the NXT title, which kind of
he did on Raw, but he didn't come out with We didn't come out with Scarlett, his partner.
I might think on main event. But yeah, no, it didn't come up with Scarlett, which is quite worrying because that's like the her gimmick, really. Yeah. And I hope they don't split them up because that entrance was one thing that I was
amazing.
Excited for crowds to come back for.
Yeah.
And I love the NXT brand. I take NXT over any main roster thing anyway nowadays because it's just and I don't like the fact that they've come out with a statement saying it is developmental over WWE. Yeah. Even they've proved it now, with Jeff Hardy beating Karrion Kross, how they've really taken that we are development. We are not a fed brand, even though they absolutely rinsed them over in Survivor Series 2 years ago.
Yeah,
which was one of my favorite Survivor Series of all time now because it's just
the NXT Survivor Series was amazing, absolutely
every one of them. But anyway, I've lost to the point now. Where are we?
So we were talking about how AEW fans do have a point when Karrion Kross, the newer star, is getting fed to Jeff Hardy. Although I think Jeff is the perfect. Isn't the best example, rather, because they were trying to promote, No More Words coming back, maybe the push for Jeff Hardy, which is much deserved, but then I suppose we're long-time Jeff Hardy fans. So, but I believe Jeff Hardy should have one more WWE Championship run before he finishes up in WWE.
So do I, but at the moment it seems unnecessary, with the caliber of WWE champions they've got now, like Roman, Bobby. I couldn't see Jeff beating any of those two. No, maybe in a year or so, if there's a new Money in the Bank holder, other than Big E, which is incredible.
Which is great, and I really want Big E to take that and run with it.
Hell yeah, I'm so happy Nikki Cross actually
won absolutely,
it. As soon as they mentioned there's been no woman not cashing successfully, I thought this is perfect.
It was a beautiful moment. I was there. There's a video on the channel of me reacting to it. Danny Hargreaves reacted to it as well. But yeah, it was great because I actually spoke to Killian Dane, who is of course her husband, 2 hours before, and he was actually like, I have to leave this interview because I am supposed to be with Drake Maverick now watching my wife in the Money in the Bank. But so that was a really nice moment. Let's move down the comments. AEW production looks like a sixth form project. Dave, that's so harsh, man. You agree?
I agree. I
wasn't going to say it's that bad.
It's always definitely not that bad, but it always looks like an independent show, and that's what always gets me. But I'm not bothered by it because I love independent shows. I prefer WWE's production methods, barring the whole graphic entrance crap that they usually do nowadays. Except the Kofi Kingston one, that was incredible. The Kofi Kingston New Day one, I think it was incredible. But when it comes to AEW's production, I don't think they've got. I think they're still in the baby steps of it. I think they've got a few things to work out. I recently rewatched the Matt Hardy Chris Jericho feud, where they tried to do the Matt Hardy thing where he jumped across to the crowd.
Yeah.
And I thought, did they not think this over? No.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like the Jericho falling onto the boxes at the last pick or one of the last pay-per-views.
Blood and Guts.
Yeah, and he fell on. They didn't change the camera angle. No. So there's a lot of elements there. You're like, yeah, they could maybe do with a bit better production. So Dave does have a point. I wouldn't say sixth form, but there are some kinks to be worked out, I think, with AEW. Toby says, plus we know Brian is using it as a gateway for New Japan. It's true, yes. He wants those New Japan feuds. And Dan, of course, we know that AEW are collaborating readily with Impact, with New Japan. And that's when Daniel Bryan and how Daniel Bryan is going to get those dream matches that he's looking for at this point in his career.
Who are you looking forward to him going against from New Japan?
Man, you look at it like Okada would be amazing.
I'm excited to see him against Jay White.
Switchblade. But then that's the thing. The problem with and I guess you can get that because Impact Slammiversary at the weekend. I saw Jay White show up on Impact.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we can see that now. We can see cross pay-per-views and those kind of new feuds, dream feuds developing in a way that unfortunately we can't see on WWE.
No, you can't. Of course you can't because it's such a. They've got that whole barrier,
they've got that barrier there. The forbidden door, I think, is a real thing, and
it's very rare that they break it.
But I think Impact are doing a better job than AEW actually.
Oh yeah, Impact are doing some incredible work lately, but I don't think they needed to bring AEW into it. I didn't think they needed to bring Kenny Omega into it to better the product.
He's great.
I like the whole collector thing.
Yes.
The whole gimmick's great.
Yeah.
But I think it just made their product look weaker by bringing in another promotions champion to beat their champion.
Yeah.
That's what always got me. And I've never been a big fan of Kenny Omega anyway.
I think he's super overrated. He's great. Overrated. He's a great talent. He is a fantastic talent. But he's not that. I think wrestling is sports entertainment. I think you can't. I love wrestling. It goes back to what we were saying before. I think wrestling works as sports entertainment. It's ballet for dudes, right?
Oh yeah, it's ballet for dudes.
Right? But when you start
not discriminating.
No, not at all. When you start saying, Kenny Omega, one of the greatest technical, wrestlers, right? Yeah, yes, it's still real to me, damn it, and all that. Yeah, great. But don't start telling me that Kenny Omega is a bigger deal than Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is a sports entertainer. This is what I want to say to Anthony. You right? The Fiend is the quintessential. Bray Wyatt is the quintessential sports entertainer, right? The Fiend's making more money. Bray Wyatt's making more money than for the industry than Kenny Omega is.
Oh yeah, 100%. Right? From his whole gimmick.
Because the industry is built on sports and entertainment, and as much as we all like pure wrestling, and I appreciate the independent spirit of AEW, WWE. It's a global phenomenon for a reason because it's entertainment. It's silly fun sometimes. I love the 24/7 title, not as much as I like the hardcore title back in the day, but I love the 24/7 title because it's just silly fun, and you need that. You need a bit of do more.
It wouldn't have been anything if R-Truth wasn't there.
Exactly,
it would have been nothing.
But that's what I mean. R-Truth's amazing. He's great.
He is one of the greatest sports entertainers.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's what I mean. So there is a point to. I love AEW and stuff, and I love that. Ring of Honor and those kind of pure wrestling promotions, fantastic. But we're in it for the entertainment. We're in it for the art form. That's why we're sat here at like 11:45. And we haven't even 1:45. We haven't even started the Smackdown broadcast yet. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's joined us. We've got 10 people at the moment, 11 people. And if you haven't liked the video yet, please do. It does help us out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. We really appreciate it. Laura J says, "I'll allow it." Great moment. Reflecting on the Edge Royal Rumble moment there.
We get goosebumps every time we watch it.
Jack likes Jake. Yes, Jake makes some very good points. Oh no, Ant can't last this long. Oh, he's talking about Ant's sexual abilities. I'm sure Anthony. Yeah, he could. To be fair, he could be there. He could come because he could come once he's come. You know what I mean? He could come on the stream once he's. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to be too gross. He might well be here before the end, is what I'm trying to say. Let's have a look. More negative comments from Dave. There's quite a few. So I'm going to put that on the screen. It might get bad. He says, "Fuck you, you hairy goth. I'm mature AF. Yes, you are. You're very mature, Dave. Dave's like a nurse. He does all kinds of incredible things for people. He used to be a nurse. Now he works in a different field, but he's an amazing human being, one of my best friends, and I love him very much. And you're very mature, but then you also play in punk bands and get to travel to the Caribbean and kiss dolphins with me. So whether that makes you super mature, I don't know. Can't wait for Batman on Sunday. That's right, Dan. I'm doing a stream of Batman: The Dark Knight on Sunday. I heard, which I'm excited about. My good friend Jay from Inkblot Films is going to join me, and we're gonna watch Batman for 3 hours because I feel like there's some crossover, popular culture, wrestling, comic books, and I kind of want to bring that stuff from the channel because as much as I really love watching wrestling. I love doing that, and I will continue to do that. I also like comic books. I also love movies.
And so you should. Like Batman: The Dark Knight is probably one of the greatest films of all time.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Well, if you happen to be free between 10 and midnight on Sunday, you can pop on the stream.
Oh, you're gonna have to tease me for that because I love to watch it. I remember getting Laura to watch it the first time we watched it, and it was just like you've got to watch it, and we just watched it, and it's just a great experience all the way through it.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do Joker sometimes. Well, Joker's incredible.
Oh, Joker. You know what? That can be the next one. I love the Joker. That was beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, next.
Oh, yeah. Next. Thank you, Jack. Yeah. You're awesome too. That's great. You see, we got the love. We got the love of the Hulkamaniacs.
As long as we're getting love, the Hulkamaniacs.
You're a Hulkamaniac. You're a Hulkamaniac now. Jack says, oh, shucks. Toby, Punk probably isn't going to wrestle more than a handful of matches. Maybe not, dude, but it was enough to pop the internet.
We didn't think that about Sting, and Sting's like there.
Yeah. He's I think at the end of the day, if he wrestles a few matches, it'll pop the crowd enough, won't it?
That's all I wanted, just that initial pop so people get into the product.
Yeah, and it'll make a ton of money for him. And you've got to give it to Tony Khan. He's a businessman. He knows what he's doing. And it's a massive coup. It's a massive coup bringing those guys in. As much as and I love Daniel Bryan, and I love CM Punk. Just big part of my the last 10, 15 years of my watching wrestling has been those guys' careers and watching those guys' careers grow. But then tonight we're going to see Finn Balor, who's recently returned, and I'm more excited about Finn Balor's return than I am about CM Punk and
it's just too risky, isn't it? Like, we're going to overplay it, and then people are going to be upset about it.
That's what I mean. If you're CM Punk, it's a bit like the UFC thing. Like, the problem is people are super, super, super excited, which is wonderful. I love that. And they suspend your disbelief, get excited, get motivated. Love that. And I love that for anybody that is, going to have an orgasm when CM Punk hits the ring, or Daniel Bryan and CM Punk inevitably have a moment in AEW. But, you can definitely blow your load too soon. And I think the internet community on a wide scale is at risk of doing that.
Now, here's $1 million question. Will CM Punk come out to cut a personality? Because obviously WWE don't own the rights to the song.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Sure. No, I don't think so. I think he's got another theme in mind. I think he tweeted something earlier today with a sort of a weird theme music. I don't know whether it was it may have been the final countdown or something. I don't know.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. Final countdown is now just on my Spotify, but it's become my go-to karaoke song. I was joking. Is that his actual theme song? Is that going to be his actual theme song?
I have no idea, but
they've got Pixies' "Where Is My Mind" for Orange Cassidy, which is great, and they've got a wonderful song by
I like Darby Allin's theme tune as well.
Oh yeah, I love that too. Wicked Face Springs Eternal did that one. Who else have they got? They've got what's it called? Tarzan Boy is Jungle Boy's theme, and that's now my new ringtone because I love that so much. Whoa,
yeah, it's such a great poppy. That's such a great wrestling song to get all the crowd involved.
Yeah, get everybody clapping. Yeah. That's why I did Fusion Radio. Yes. Hang on, my singing skills are a war crime, but I enjoy it. That's why I did Fusion Radio. Yeah, that was a fun time in our lives. I know Jack from university. Dan, so he's obviously now our moderator, but another person I've travelled around the world with to a point. We've both been in America at the same time, but we did a radio society together at uni.
That's cool. Yeah.
And we both sung karaoke in York Students Union somewhere. Nice. I was surprised Jimmy Havoc didn't jump to WWE. Well, yeah, whatever you think of Jimmy Havoc,
wasn't he part of the Speaking Out?
He was, but part of the Speaking Out, absolutely. So there's a reason. Dave McDermott says here's hoping the Fiend stays dead.
Damn.
I hope not. I hope not,
I hope
Dave.
not.
I hope not.
Love
He's
the Fiend.
still one of the most. Anthony and I argue about this all the time, right? Until Roman Reigns came back, he was the number one merchandise seller in the WWE. You know what I mean?
There's no argument about that at all. Like, it was like all of this. He had like so much variety of his merchandise that you could buy, like masks, the Firefly Funhouse toys, like everything. That's sold out instantly. And he was such an amazing character. You can go so many ways for that character, and that's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Like Roman Reigns, he's only just gone into his stride with the head of the table kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what he needed. And now he's selling more merchandise than anything. Like, they need that push as a gimmick, and that's what the Fiend did. It's what Bray Wyatt did.
Absolutely. People will shit on the Fiend gimmick and they'll think it's just silly. And yeah, it's a little weird, but like that's creativity, man. It's creativity.
To be fair, did you I'm sure I read in an interview that it was actually Eric Rowan's idea to do like a split personality. But Vince wanted Bray to have it instead of Eric Rowan.
Interesting.
So Bray got the call for it, and Eric didn't get any credit for it, which was a bit of a shame.
It is a shame, actually. Yeah.
But I'm glad that Eric didn't. Like no shit on Eric.
Yeah, Eric Rowan's great. He was great, and I hope because he's had a little turn in AEW. I hope he gets.
I want him on Impact.
I think Impact. I think Eric Rowan and Buddy Murphy. I think Buddy Murphy would be an Impact World Champion if he joined Impact. I know AEW were interested in, but I think there's a certain guy. Eric Rowan is one of them. And Buddy Murphy's another. They could do incredible work in Impact Wrestling and do a lot for that brand. Alex Pinto is in. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for joining us. He says, Adam Cole, baby! Absolutely, buddy. Dave says NXT is the best of the stables at the moment. Yeah, NXT is amazing. They're doing some great work.
NXT is
for sure. MFJ just gets wrestling. Yeah, MJF gets wrestling. He's great. MJF is the AEW's answer to John. It'll be AEW's answer to John Cena, I think.
Definitely
in years to come. Well, maybe not because obviously MJF's
more than Miz.
Huge heel. Yeah, more than Miz.
More than Miz.
Yeah, good idea.
Even Edge, like Edge's heel ability was just incredible. I think that's what it's kind of mimicking. But I think Miz comes more pure than Edge does. So I think the Miz.
Absolutely. I'm watching a couple of minutes behind right now. Don't worry about it, man. We're probably going to be a bit behind in the streams, but we'll try and catch up. We'll refresh streams or whatever. Hopefully you're all right.
7 minutes to go.
7 minutes to go. Jeff Hardy didn't exactly win clean. No, yeah, what was that about? Feet on the ropes.
I know
that's a bit of a heel thing to do, isn't it?
But I got the win, so I'm guessing it's all right. We'll see what happens from his if he turns. I doubt he'd turn.
I mean, Jeff Hardy's a heel. Like, he did work really well in Impact. Jeff did really well in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, but it's not Impact Wrestling. This is WWE.
But it's so weird. It'd be so weird to see. We've seen Matt Hardy in a heel role in WWE, and that worked. But I just don't think you could turn Jeff Hardy
like
heel.
Kofi. The New Day did the heel run, but now I just can't see him. We'll never go back.
They just can't do it, can they?
No, they
can't do it. Roman is the worst champion. Says Dave.
Man.
What?
What product are you watching?
Well, Dave's just come back into wrestling after years away, and I'm really happy to see that, dude. But Roman, I was never a Roman Reigns fan until this head of the table.
Yeah, until this moment.
He has really come into his own, I feel, Dan.
He really has. Like, the whole character based around the whole of his heritage has been absolutely incredible. And I think the heel run has been perfect timing, to be honest. If it happened years later, I don't think he'd have got so much like heat on him. But now, because he's come back and then just like demolished everything in his path. True, I do believe his title run has been a bit weak.
Yeah.
In his defenses, but it's also created more heat. So I think it's worked well. And I think with the whole like the Usos getting involved, Paul Heyman as his manager, perfect. Because Paul Heyman is that guy who can elevate people. Not Ryback, obviously, but some people excluded. Ryback, Curtis Axel, but even Axel won the Intercontinental title.
He had his moment in the sun. And then he was the tag team champion with Bo Dallas.
The tag team champion, yeah.
All you got to do is believe, Dan.
Let's not go back to that. Wasn't he banging Liv Morgan?
He is still banging Liv Morgan.
Congratulations. That's his biggest accomplishment.
Congratulations, Bo, for banging Liv Morgan. I believe in you.
Bray Wyatt's like a 3-time world champion, but his brother's banging Liv Morgan. So it kind of bounces out.
Congratulations. You can have a champer clap for that. Yeah. Jack says, never thought Adam Cole would come in. His dad commentates on Smackdown. You can have one too. Well done,
So
Jack.
much comedy in this chat room.
Oh, yeah.
Loving it.
Dave said, I'm ignoring that comment from Dave. He said that Roman Reigns is so effing dull. But I disagree with you, Dave. You can't have your comment on the screen.
Go back and watch his Hell in a Cell match with Jey Uso.
That was good. That was good. Yeah. Toby King says, yeah, but Cross was Jack says to Toby King, yeah, but Cross was undefeated and not champ. It buries NXT more than it buries Cross. I agree
100%. Yeah, it buries the whole brand. Like Jeff Hardy's not exactly a main event player on Raw,
but he should be.
He should be. I'm not going to deny that. I'm a big Jeff Hardy fan. But But currently speaking, he's not at that bracket. And I think 2 years ago, NXT dominated Survivor Series. To beat the Intercontinental Champion and the United States Championship fight. But yeah, we're very strong with that match. Seth Rollins win that match.
I think.
But my main point is that it's buried the whole brand because Cross is their top guy and Jeff is on here for Raw. And I don't think the line exists right there.
In an ideal world, I want Jeff Hardy to show up on NXT and beat Cross for the title. I know Samoa Joe's going to do that, so Cross can move to the main roster full time, which I'm happy for because I love Samoa Joe.
But if this is the start, do you really want to see Karrion Kross going to the main roster?
I know, that's what I mean, isn't it? It's a weird one, isn't it? It's just, what do you guys think about Karrion Kross's main roster debut? Was it botched? Was it good? Was it great to see no more? Why did Jeff Hardy get the win?
I think it was just good to get a surprise nowadays from Raw.
Oh, I was super surprised when Jeff won. I was tempted to do a reaction video to that because I was so blown away. Toby King says, at least AEW doesn't do 100 cuts in 10 seconds. Again, there are wonderful things about AEW, wonderful things about AEW's production, but there are a lot of flaws. There are a lot of things, the Jericho cardboard box thing is an example. There's a lot of sound issues with AEW as well that comes through. And they've got a lot of kinks to run out. But of course, they've only been going for, 2 years now?
3 years, near enough. So, that's why I give them the benefit of the doubt. They're only they've got all the people in the industry, but I think it's just getting the backstage people getting involved, like the camera work and the technicians and stuff. They'll come to their own. Like WCW wasn't built in a day.
Absolutely, man.
So I think give them time, and just don't put as much stupidity don't put too much effort into their current, the people who made it, the Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody. I think they put too much on them. Even though they created it, I think they should back off a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but then I agree with Malachi Black, Aleister Black coming in and feuding with Cody. I like that.
Oh, the dark versus white gimmick. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. The evil versus good, whatever. Crazy Ginger, Toby says to Crazy Ginger, Jake, oh, no, I don't agree with Cross losing to Hardy at all. I liked it as a fan of Hardy and a fan of wrestling. But you're right. If I was booking WB, which I am obviously not doing, because I'm here in my kitchen.
We're in the wrestling kitchen.
Yes, because we're in the wrestling kitchen.
This is far better.
Yeah, well, thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Hopefully they hear us.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, as a wrestling booking, person, I wouldn't have booked that personally. Right, let's see if we can get through the rest of the comments before the Smackdown starts. That 1 billion. We'll just say 1 billion. Yeah. Agree. Next. NXT is better than main. I agree with that, Jack. Absolutely. NXT UK 2. Yeah, I wish more people watched.
I wish more people watched NXT UK.
It's great to see that our friends of the Wrestle Story in the US now have taken over since Anthony stopped doing the NXT UK streams on the channel. Our American friends, the Wrestle Story, are covering NXT regularly. So go and subscribe to the Wrestle Story if you've not checked them out. Jack is also a moderator for them as well. Jamel McGee is in. Welcome the patrons. Ye gather around the table. Tell ye old stories of wrestling past while drinketh ye finest of ale. Ye giveth by hull, yeah, with Sir Dom at the helm. Thanks, man. I love that. What a great intro. I love you, dude. Thank you very much, Jamel, for your consistent support over the years. We've been doing this a long time now.
We need more people speaking like that.
It's good. It's good. I want more of that. AEW have done 3 cuts ever, right? Yeah, they're not big on them. It's Big Dom. Jeremy, have you been watching me in the shower? What I do like this. I do like this Big Dom nickname you've given me.
Should we get Emma and just verify this?
Yeah. Emma, are you still here? Look, I bet she's in bed. She's had a long day, but I was so happy when she showed up to the stream. She always comes on for the bit just to say hi.
But we're up to 13 people watching now.
It goes up and down, man.
So close.
It really does. It goes down. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. we're like 5 million away from making some money off this. No, we're not really. We're about 400 people, but no,
We'll get there.
350 people. We're 350 people away from actually being able to monetize this. So yeah, just give us some support if you can, so I can pay for Anthony's dinners with Give Me All Your Earnings. And who is he with Little Tom? So that is, if we take that comment off, that is Dan from
me.
Yes,
DJ Twitch, as stated below, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can follow Dan on Twitter there, and he did at the beginning. He told me a little bit about his product, the Lion's Den, which is you talk about mental health, you talk about Tourette's.
Yeah.
You offer opportunities for exposure to writers who want to talk about mental health, Tourette's, music as well. It's a great platform, Dan.
Exactly, yeah. I won't go too much into it because we're nearly on SmackDown.
Oh, yes, we are.
About to come on. But
Absolutely.
do follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, IT Lions. Then you'll find me, drop me a message.
Absolutely.
Let's talk, let's get involved.
Absolutely, man. We're going to have you back for more of this stuff as well, man.
Back to the wrestling kitchen, yes.
Absolutely, mate, absolutely. Yeah, for me, my favourite wrestling shows are NXT UK, AEW, NXT, SmackDown, Impact, and Raw.
NXT UK is a starting brand. That's brave.
I love that.
I love it.
I love that, Jake.
They've made some incredible independent signings lately. Rampage Brown was incredible signing.
Nice little plug for as we we've done an interview with Rampage Brown on the channel, which you can check out. Just so you guys know where we are on the stream, we are on the Then, Now, and Forever. I'm a little bit ahead of you there, Dan, but we'll be okay. Just boost your volume up a little bit, dude, so you can hear. Can you hear what's going on? Just about.
I'll just turn up the tab.
There we go.
Let's go.
Brilliant. So we can hear a little bit of that.
Let's go ready for SmackDown. John Cena is going to open. Come on.
Is he opening?
I hope so. He did on Raw, so I don't see why he wouldn't.
Right. I can hear it, and I'll have your stream up. There we go. So Roman Reigns is the least entertaining person of all time.
What?
I've seen more entertaining accountants. And
there
you go.
Yeah.
You predicted it. John Cena is starting on SmackDown, guys. I just, Dave, if you'd spoken to me, we may have had this conversation on our epic cruise to the Caribbean.
Look at all the head of the table t-shirts. You talk to them and tell them.
Well, people love it, man, and people are like, people are allowed a second wind.
There he is.
There he is. Our lad, can you see him?
Yeah.
Can you see him?
Oh, yeah.
I remember. Right. So did you notice on Money in the Bank when Cole was like, John Cena's here. And
Pat McAfee
was like, where? That's it. Star of Fast 9 and Suicide Squad. Nice cheap plug for the Suicide Squad, which will be out next week. I believe.
You heard that he's refused to give his costume back?
Really?
Yeah, he's been walking around Hollywood, isn't it?
Amazing.
What a guy!
Wonderful, yeah. So no, a year ago I'd agreed with you, Dave. But anyone's allowed a second chance, a second wind, and I'm happy that Roman Reigns is in his now, and he's experiencing that. Zandel is in. Zandel, welcome, man. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
Nice to see you, dude. He says, Dom! And then he says, Dom, with an M at the end. As John Cena is out doing his thing, and we are approaching the end of the comments, dude. Actually, no, we're not. No, we're not at all.
We're going to get there.
We're going to get there. Right, well, we'll call once Cena starts his promo. We'll pause on comments. Jamie Todd is in. Welcome, Jamie Todd. What has John Cena done in the past 5 years?
Being John Cena.
Just being John Cena is the answer to that one. Yeah, absolutely.
And look at his charisma. Like, everything about him speaks incredible.
Everyone, even if you don't like him, man, his vibe, the positive vibes he brings is just.
If you don't like him, then you suck. You suck. John Cena's awesome.
That's your professional wrestling fan opinion there. If you don't like him, you suck. Okay, cool. We're about to start a John Cena promo, so we'll come back to the comments after that. We're on Alex Pinto, who says, I have both movies. Are you talking about the Batman? Are you going to join me on Sunday, Alex, for the Batman watch along? As John Cena looks at the crowd, he's looking at the crowd, he's enjoying the vibe. He's
gonna love it.
Digging it. He's digging it down.
Well, he's returned, and nobody's booing him, which is incredible. What the fuck?
It's great. I mean, give it a year, but
give it a year. Yeah, but look at him. Look,
he's enjoying it. Look, he's having a great time.
Screams WWE, lives it, breathes it.
He's having a great time, and it's great.
Imagine if he went to AEW.
Well, yeah, it's not going to happen, though, is it? No, there's definite lifers. There's definite lifers. John Cena's a lifer. Roman Reigns is a lifer.
Randy Orton's a lifer.
Randy Orton. Talking about Money in the Bank, how much of a surprise it was for people, how exciting it was.
His thing with Matt Riddle was just...
Oh, yeah. Bro.
See, I've seen a lot about this, saying Bray Wyatt still controlling him and stuff.
Oh yeah. There you go. Cena saying he's going to chin check Roman Reigns.
Hell yeah.
We're talking about his Peacemaker costume.
Do you know what's really weird? I had a bad feel. I had a good feel that John Cena was going to beat Roman at SummerSlam. I don't know why, but I had a really good feeling about it.
Yeah. I can understand that, man. I thought he was going to win too because he's on for the record, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
A lot of people would prefer for shit because it was the next in line to break that is Charlotte Flair. So I think people would prefer it to be Charlotte Flair.
That's why Charlotte's had so many cash-ins because she just wins them back. And
Yeah.
gets a higher record.
Yeah, I my fear is that Nikki Cross is a transitional champion to have Charlotte break the record because I think her next title win she'd break the record.
Well, damn, he's fucking pumped. But like Nikki Cross is rumored that's going to be a triple threat at SummerSlam, which is good champion's advantage in some respect. Like but also champion's disadvantage.
No, I agree.
See, I love the Nikki Ash character.
Oh yeah, Nikki, almost a superhero, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's changed his name.
He's changed to Guardians.
Whoa. Okay.
Damn.
Shots fired. Smackdown with Roman Reigns as champion absolutely sucked.
Don't know about that. The fans say otherwise.
Hundreds of Roman Reigns fans, Dan. Hundreds of them. You're one of them. I'm one of them now. I'm one of them now.
I'm a Roman Reigns child moment.
You acknowledge him.
I acknowledge him as my tribal chief. Laura knows.
Do you say that late at night? You're like, I acknowledge you. Wake up from your dream. I acknowledge you, Roman.
Obviously, he's above my bed, just like Roman. I acknowledge Roman Reigns.
It's good to know. Good to know that insight into your personal life. Thank you.
You want to know a personal life? I sleep next to a poster of Edge.
I mean, he's a sexy man.
He's a sexy man.
He's a sexy man.
Laura's got to finish somehow. Like, come on.
Yeah. Amazing.
Hell, Laura's got to finish somehow.
There you go. Exactly.
He's a sexy man.
If you're struggling, you could just be like, spear me, Edge, concerto. I want it now, all over my head.
Oh, I can't wait to get that out of my head.
Good luck.
Good luck, yeah, man.
Whose team is he on? Well, I missed that because we were talking about Edge and Jizz. Whose team's on who? Who's happening? Who's double teaming who?
God knows.
Orgy, some kind. I
love the Finn shirts.
Yeah. Right, there we got the Cena chance. Summer of Cena sign there. There you go. Nice.
Look at all the Cena signs. There's so many of them.
Look at it. Everyone loves it. Are you on team shorts? team jorts or team cargo pants, Dan?
Team cargo. Shirtless Roman Reigns lives rent free in my head.
Yeah.
Top dog.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a bit harsh. Team the fans always reject referring to Roman Reigns' team. Oh, there's some boos there. People preferring Cena to Reigns here, Dan.
You see, if Roman had this kind of heat going to Mania, it would have been a one-on-one with Edge, but he didn't. Everyone loved him.
Yeah.
The Cena's come back. For some unknown reason, they love him.
The champ is here.
Here.
Beautiful moment. The mic.
I love how wrestlers can have one line or one gimmick and they can live on forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Give me a hell yeah in 20, 30 years now.
Yeah. You know, absolutely. The fans still chanting Cena. He wants Roman Reigns out.
Is he going to get the Usos? Is he going
get
to get Paul?
the Usos, yeah.
Who's he going to get? I just want him to be my dad. Like, is that too much to ask?
You want John Cena?
I want to see him to be
John
my dad.
Cena to be your daddy.
Yeah, no, my daddy. He's a complete sugar daddy, maybe, but daddy. I want him to be my dad because he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, imagine him being your dad. It's like, because my dad's bigger than your dad.
I genuinely didn't I find that real weird because when people say I had this conversation with a couple of people over the years, the difference between dad and daddy, and the daddy thing is it's a sex thing, right?
Yeah,
it's a sex thing.
Yeah,
right? Okay, cool. And the dad, your dad's like the wholesome thing. If you want to be a dad, that's wholesome. If you want to be the daddy, that's like meant to be some kind of weird kink.
Here we go. Here's Paul.
All right, moving swiftly on. Paul Heyman.
Here comes Paul.
Sex education with the Gimme a Julio Wrestling podcast. Right.
And we got laugh react.
Yeah, of course we did.
Let's keep it going.
We got a lot of comments to get through. We'll do them at the break, guys. I'm so sorry. We're just trying to keep tabs on the action at the moment.
Cheap Heat by Paul Heyman. Love it.
Yeah. Did you ever watch any ECW, dude?
No, not.
Yeah, dude, honestly, you got to go back and watch some stuff on the network. Man.
It's on the network, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I need to watch it.
He says, John Cena has it all wrong. Paul Heyman, the master of the promo. What a wonderful concoction of people. You got Paul Heyman, who's great in the promos. You got John Cena, who's great at promos. You got Roman Reigns, who's really come on.
Oh yeah, he's really taken. That's what he needed though. He's not a face. It's so much easier to gain heat than it is to gain cheers. But Roman doesn't need to talk because he's got Paul.
Absolutely,
Paul will do it. That's why Brock doesn't need to talk because Brock has got a terrible voice and needs Paul.
Yeah, absolutely.
The character doesn't work without Paul.
Paul Heyman promising John Cena an answer to his challenge to Roman for SummerSlam. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's nice. So he's subverted Cena's catchphrase. He's saying the tribal chief is here, and then he's doing he's doing Cena's theme music, having a little dance to himself.
Love Paul Heyman. Here's a question for you: if Roman Reigns didn't have Paul Heyman as manager, who do you think would work in replacement for Paul Heyman?
Man, you can't. It's amazing. You can't. He's really Paul Heyman's amazing. He's amazing.
Who would you replace?
That's what I mean. I can't think of anyone that would work. I can't think of anyone that would have worked with Roman Reigns. Like who's because it has to be Paul Heyman to me. Has to be Paul Heyman. Like who would you pick? Who would you put him with?
I was trying to think of like good managers, like who would do something amazing for him, but it's hard to think. Like it's very rare. Love Pat McAfee.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. His match with Adam
Cole.
His match with Cole was amazing.
Oh my god, that was incredible. But to be fair, I expected it because he's such a natural. He's a born athlete.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, absolutely, and incredible.
And he respects the sport, which is great as well. So
he's an incredible performer, isn't he?
Same with Bad Bunny. Like he put in.
I love that Bunny
because he respects the sport.
Yeah, I love that Bunny. I thought Bad Bunny was great.
Oh, the sport's entertainment anyway.
Absolutely, we got Sami Zayn now.
Love him. Sami
Zayn. Great. And then the Finn Balor return. Give me Finn. I tell you what, man. Give me Finn Balor over Kenny Omega any day of the week.
100%.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but it's just the way I feel.
I'm just not a Kenny Omega guy. I can't stand any of them. Young Bucks can't stand.
No, I agree. Sami Zayn last week tried to attack Finn Balor. Finn Balor managed to counter, and I'm assuming we're getting a match tonight. Dan.
I don't know. I hope they saved it for SummerSlam.
Oh, that's a good shout, yeah.
Because I think that'll be an amazing opener, SummerSlam with Finn Balor. Return the Demon.
Oh, there we go.
He's coming out.
He's coming out. Is he coming out to promo or is he coming out to fight? Oh, he looks like he's in his wrestling attire, guys. Let's try and get through a couple of comments while Dan's doing it. While Finn is doing his.
I'll take that. I'll take it. I'll be Finn Balor any day.
Okay, you'll be yeah. There you go.
What we got?
Alex is CM Punk rocks. I missed a comment from Hateem. Hateem, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're still with us. Imagine WWE Money in the Bank without the fans in the Thunderdome. It's just the same old repetitive, predictable shit. Does WWE treat their fans as puppets? I don't know, man. I think they're respectful of the fans. I think the Thunderdome had its time. It had to exist in the COVID era.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have done it any better, to be honest. I'm glad it's not there anymore, and I'm glad Money in the Bank wasn't in the Thunderdome. However, last year's Money in the Bank, they did the best they could.
Yeah, they did.
The best they could. They put it outside, and I'm happy. I was happy with it. Otis deserved better with the Money in the Bank, though. Dan.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but obviously, I could see why they took it off Otis, because it's like he was really over, but having him represent your full brand over like the top dogs in the company, I could see why they passed it over to the Miz as a transitional thing from Drew.
Absolutely.
But I think they did really well with the product. I think they could have done a lot more with the Fiend.
Well, I tell you what. So when August rolls around and Bray's supposed to be back, there's a break on as well, so we got more time to get through the comments. You can come over and we can rejoice over Bray's hopeful return as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you what we'll do. We'll do an AEW show together, so we can balance our WWE fandom. I think me and you are both WWE marks, both WWE fans, and I think me and you should watch an AEW show at some point, pay-per-view.
Sounds good, yeah.
And just kind of see if we've got it a bit wrong. We're not saying AEW isn't good. We're just saying we're fans. We're drunk on the Kool-Aid of sports entertainment.
It's a great product. I love everything about AEW. I think that what they've done is exceptional, but I think some things just make me stop watching. The Young Bucks are one of them. I can't stand the Young Bucks. I think their whole gimmick is. I've just lost a follower. I'm guessing that's because of me.
Yeah.
But the whole gimmick.
Bucks fan.
The whole gimmick is let's take a dig at WWE, and that's all the gimmick is. And they do the same tag team wrestling. The tag team ability is amazing. I think they're very reflective of the Hardy Boys, and other kind of like new age Hardy Boys. But I think it's just repetitive. Same with Kenny Omega. I think he's past his prime. And I think he doesn't deserve to be in the position.
That's a hot take.
He does not deserve to be in the position he is.
I wonder if further down the comments, me and you get
I can't wait
slated.
for that.
Yeah, Alex Peters and CM Punk rocks. We agree.
I agree.
But then if you look at CM Punk, what CM Punk has done, he's written some cracking Thor comics for Marvel, but like he's not a global. So this is what I said on Twitter earlier. The Rock is due to return to WWE right now, and if you compare The Rock as a global superstar, pop culture icon, to Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, the WWE have won that. If they announce The Rock's return for Survivor Series, which is what he's stuck with, that's a bigger deal to me than Daniel Bryan and CM Punk both together signing for AEW.
I think a big deal as well for CM Punk is the whole illusion that he will return. And I think once that illusion's gone, wrestling fans are
That's interesting. Yeah. Once it's done,
Yeah, every major pay-per-view, it's like, there's a hint CM Punk's going to return. We're in Chicago, Royal Rumble, it's been spotted. And then, once that magic's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, interesting.
That was good.
Really, really interesting point. Yeah, Toby King with a hot take. Hopefully, you're still with us, Toby. Thank you so much for this. Tony Khan is the one who triggered the rumors for Bryan and Buck, possibly. Tony Khan.
It's how he's getting viewers.
He's a very clever businessman. He's a billionaire, I believe. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Would you rather have 2 million people watching the show that he's going to be on, or 1 million people?
Well, AEW, their ratings have gone up, their viewership has gone up since. So, great, all power to them. Jack says, that's the only thing I truly dislike about AEW. They can't pass up chance to mock WWE. Yeah, they do a lot of that. I love Eddie Kingston. He's one of my favourite performers at the moment.
Adore him.
Fantastic, great promo. But a lot of his promos talking about the other channel, talking about WWE and how bad it is. And I think there's only, you can only do that a couple of times before it gets...
It's just cheap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same with Cody throwing shots at Triple H, throwing the, smashing the throne and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was just cheap, and then AEW Marks loved it, but then there's also that part where it's there's no need to do it.
It's a little bit over the top, isn't it? Absolutely. Yeah. Our team says if people call AEW as WWE light, then it isn't WWE and Indie 2.0. I mean, look at their roster now. Oh yeah, so you're talking about her team. WWE's roster, all the main stars used to be Impact guys. Bobby Lashley was an Impact guy as well since WWE. AJ Styles is another one. You know what I mean? So yes, you are right. WWE's roster could be talked about like that, and maybe our team will be talking about AEW in the same way we're talking about WWE now in 10, 15, 20 years when they're when they're beating WWE in the ratings. But that's not what we're seeing now. Is it?
At the minute, they've been around 2.5, 3 years. They're still in their early. WWE's been around 50 years, 60 years. like they've got nothing on them at the minute. Like, they've got to let it settle. WCW started out really well, and look what happened to them.
Absolutely, and I still think that's a great comparison. But I want to be proved wrong. I want to be proved wrong. You know, and I think that's the thing.
I have a lot of faith in modern wrestling, and I think AEW could be the company to do it.
No, I agree, and I'm excited to see that, and excited to monitor that progression with you, Dan, as well.
Yeah.
By the way, man, these streams can be long, so if you need to take a break or anything, let me know. Just have you can stretch your legs or whatever. I know it's the first one we've done together, so it's been cool having you with me. But yeah, it's definitely takes it out of you sometimes. It can take it out of you doing these for three hours, whatever, 2 hours, especially talking all the time.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah. All right. Finn is in the ring now. You don't know, Jack says we've got a stream and 2 film and TV graduates watching. Absolutely, man. We definitely do. We've got credibility, somewhat credibility as Sami Zayn makes his entrance now. Finn in the ring. Why don't people realize that WWE is a PG show for PG kids? It is.
I've made this argument many times that people don't understand. That's why the characters are thingy. WWE in my kind of like spectrum here. I'm gonna say WWE are the people getting kids into WWE, into wrestling, and then they're going to escalate into AEW fans. But the wrestling needs that platform to get kids involved.
Absolutely.
AEW, fair enough, it's arguable, but some people don't want their kids watching AEW product because of the MGF stuff. The recent scandal with Nick Gage. He's obviously done questionable things in his life.
Yeah.
But WWE needs to be there to introduce kids. And that's what people don't understand.
Yeah, I think AEW is for more, so my age group, sort of 30s, 40s, whereas WWE is for it's for kids, isn't it?
Yeah. We're just rewatching the Clash of Champions gold match with Sami Zayn, which is an incredible match.
When he strapped Jeff's plugs to the
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've had a bit of a delay.
You've had a bit of a delay there. Where are we now? Let's see what's happening. Oh no, it's both of our streams have done that, so hopefully we'll do a refresh in a little while and just see where. Hang on a second, let me refresh mine, and we'll see.
Oh, it's there. Jump back forward.
Oh, is it jump back forward? That's okay.
So it's a match. Finn versus Sami Zayn.
There you go. You take over.
Bit of technicality to start off with. Lovely bit of technical wrestling.
There you go. Good man.
Oh, a sharp elbow.
Sami
Zayn, extremely underrated wrestler.
Oh, he's great, isn't he?
And I think his charisma speaks for itself.
Oh, yeah. But you're right, underrated in comparison to, say, Finn Balor, something like that.
And Kevin Owens as well, I think he's done.
Yeah. And
Kevin Owens done a lot more.
Oh, there you go. Final countdown is Bryan Danielson's theme. So then we know.
Fair enough.
He'll come up to cult personality as he had it in UFC. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
5 minutes to go. You got your tea, Dom. Yes, thank you, Taryn. Taryn is housemate. Taryn is upstairs. Hopefully sleeping now, but thank you for joining us, Taryn. I appreciate it. Reigns' run has just been dragged on even by WWE standards, just rerunning the same script every week and every pay-per-view. Dan, your thoughts on that?
I don't agree with that, only because I think it's working, and I think heels need that kind of consistency in their because it just builds more heat.
Yeah,
and I think if they keep doing things, the fans get behind them and start cheering for it.
Yeah,
I think the fact that it's not is proving the point that you don't like it. Is that it's proving the point that that's what heels need to do.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you're a fan that's lapsed and then come back, and you're. I don't want to say this to you, Dave. I respect you as a human being, and you're a very clever human. But maybe Dan's right. Maybe you've fallen for classic heel Roman Reigns. Maybe you have.
You need to live through the Roman Reigns from 4 years ago to appreciate what he's doing
where
now.
You are now. Yeah,
like it's like what Cena would have happened if he turned heel.
Yeah,
fans would have loved it.
Absolutely. I'll just go through a couple more comments and then we'll catch up. So Jack says, "Get tea on." I'm modding from the Wrestling Kennel.
Nice.
The wrestling, are you actually in a kennel, Jack? I'm worried about you. Are you okay? Where are you right now? Usually he's in his room. So where's the Wrestling Kennel? Is that you're not outside my house? Are you? You live in London. That'd be kind of weird.
Oh.
When are you coming up north, Jack? Tell me when you're coming up north so we can hang out. Are we getting a break?
What?
Are we getting a break? Oh no. Okay, I'm slightly behind.
Oh yeah, break. Yeah,
there you go.
Break's there.
Cool. I'm slightly behind.
Let's go.
Okay, cool. Comments. Let's finish them up. Jack, when are you coming? What was my question? When are you coming up north to hang out with us? We're going to take you to Spiders. when it eventually opens up
Oh,
in
yeah.
like September or November or October or whatever. Picture it, Chicago Dynamite before All Out. MJF comes out to Cult of Personality and gets the HBK in Canada reaction. All Out, MJF fights Jericho and Cult goes off again. Punk versus MJF to come. Toby King, excellent booking from the Twitch master.
Excellent.
Good lad. I like that. I think that's great. Can you think of a better way to bring him in?
I want to have him against MJF just because I think MJF needs to work with a face. I don't think Punk will come in as a face. I think he'll come in as his previous character is like, I've come here. I just want to fight. I want money. I think that's how they need to portray him as a heel. And I think he'll go after. I'd like to see him against like maybe Darby Allin. Start off with. I think that'll be an excellent combination.
Yeah, but because Darby's like the super over face, you know.
Yeah, and I think MJF would be too fast for Punk. He needs to regain his
ring legs. He needs to refine his ring legs.
What's the term in wrestling? His ring rust. Yeah. He'll have ring rust, which is going to be obvious. That's another worry that worries me about CM Punk, is that he's going to have ring rust, and then people are going to complain. Like, it happens.
Yeah, you're right. And we've got to forgive that. And as much as we've said, you know, there's a lot of hype around CM Punk, possibly unjustified. You got to give the guy a bit of a chance. He did, you know, for all this UFC stuff, he actually gave it a go. You got to give him that too. You know, he gave it a go. He took more of a risk than most of us would take. You know, to go from ballet for dudes to UFC. You know what I mean? So it's a big jump. Dave McDermott says, I agree. Cross needed a better debut. We do agree on that one, Dave.
We're miles behind. We need to jump these.
Yeah. Jeff as a heel is okay on paper, but Victory Road 2011. Yeah. Once again, that's why I believe Jeff is a good example. He's made some mistakes. Obviously, Victory Road 2011 was his match with Sting, where he was obviously intoxicated on live television and had to be forcefully pinned by Sting to get the match over with. So, you know, but Jeff came back from that, and let's see, you know, he could probably pull off a heel now.
Got one of the biggest crowd reactions in WrestleMania.
Now that he's sober, now that he's, you know, in a better place, we can touch wood. We can see him maybe carry off a heel gimmick. CM Punk is in AEW. Yes, he is. Ivan, welcome, Ivan. Yes. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. It seems it's Intercontinental US Championship mean nothing compared to what it used to. B-Man. No, I agree, Hatim. You're absolutely right. I agree.
I had this thought the other day, to be fair, because I thought I know the Boshinski over from NGPW. He's arguably one of the top stars in NGPW at that time. I thought when the WWE guys, like when Jericho went over and he won the United States title in Japan, does that mean the same to Japanese fans to when they win the US title in WWE? Like, is it the same?
Yeah.
I don't know, because the US title in Japan is a lot more.
It seems like a big deal. Yeah, it seems like a bigger deal. You know,
I think these are just like stepping stones to world titles. Like, how would they do under like title pressure?
Yeah, exactly. Like? You're absolutely right. Right. Emmy's making Don jokes, smack him in the nose. I'm assuming dick jokes. Yes, I always make a good dick joke on the podcast. Where is the tribal chief? He is coming, Ivan.
He's coming.
Be patient. He'll be here for you. Jack says, I'm here. Jack is our tribal chief. Or he's in his bedroom. He's either in his bedroom or he's in our hearts. The tribal chief of the Give Me a Hug Yeah Wrestling podcast. That's your new nickname, Jack. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna christen you. People asking how Cena earned the opportunity clearly don't understand business. Cena makes money. It's about money, not fans. Yeah, okay.
Money.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right, team. I love that take from you, Ivan. For Sunday stream, you got to say we are in the back cave. I'm in the back cave. The back kitchen. It's the back kitchen. US title means a lot when you are a franchise player. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you've got John Cena and you're doing the Open Challenge, absolutely. Dom, now you are the tribal chief servant like Virgil to the $1 million man. Yeah, I'll be Virgil. I'll be Virgil. Absolutely, I love Virgil. He's you know, another underrated performer. Swing Blade. We'll come back to comments, guys. Gotta remember where we are.
Finn's looking hot at the moment. It's like
Finn's nice balance between these guys. Obviously, a lot of chemistry between Sammy and Finn. Two great wrestlers who've been at it for years. Great chemistry from both these guys as Finn Balor's setting up for the drop kick.
He's getting some great intensity. Beautifully. Oh, great for reverse.
Yeah, counter.
Blue Thunder.
Blue Thunder. Yeah.
I'm a bit behind here.
Yeah, no, I'm actually behind you.
Call. Nice close call.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very close there with the trademark Blue Thunder Bomb.
Where will Finn go from this? Like, can you see him being world champion?
I can, absolutely. I can. Specifically on Smackdown, though. specifically on SmackDown. I could see that.
Do you think Demon Balor could be the guy to take the title?
I love that, but a lot of people are talking about Demon Balor returning to face the Fiend, and you see again, I could get behind that.
I could, but there's going to be a loser one way, and they're both majorly over. So
but then Bray's probably going to take the loss because they always.
Oh yeah. Bray don't mind taking the loss though. That's the thing. But Demon Balor's got a lot more what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I can't remember what I'm looking for, but it's got a lot better. Kind of thing. Yeah, it's a rare occasion, unlike the Fiend.
Yeah, I agree. Jamel, you like my comment? What's John Cena doing in AEW? Family TV, WB is. I think we probably need to refresh our streams. Let's have a look.
Can I do that on this one too?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. I'll take you through it.
I'm guessing just like
yeah, just give it a quick refresh. You close some close some windows. We'll go back to comments while we're both. Don't worry about the extra window. Although this one's not going. The technicalities of streaming wrestling. I'm going to open up a second one. We'll get there eventually. He says. Let's have a look. Okay. There you go. Okay, we got I've got Baron Corbin out now.
Loving his new gimmick.
Probably just me. Yeah. I'm assuming Finn won that.
We can only assume.
Yeah, we can only assume.
Just trying to find my connection.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Don't you worry about it.
That's working.
Give that a.
Let's talk me through what's going on, Baron
Corbin. So Baron Corbin's he's got his money worries right now.
Yeah, he does.
I'm liking his beard and his hair.
Loving the LOAN, LOAN. Well, his website made me laugh. I thought it was
he's very clever, isn't it? Have you ever been on a public bus?
I think I'm a bit ahead of you here now. I think.
Yeah. So I'll go through the comments while we're getting. I like Baron Corbin. I think I could make. He could be a face.
He could
be a face, couldn't he?
Kind of like a bad news Barrett kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It could be. Yeah, totally. We're gonna get some Big E.
Some money in the bank.
Some money in the bank. Big E there. Right. Let's go through some comments while Big E's doing his entrance. Where is the Gimme a Hole Yeah sign? It's upstairs in the wrestling spare room, and I wasn't going to bring it down. So when we move, me and Emma are moving into a new house. I will have the sign with me at all times, so you can see it then. But you'll have to wait for now, Ivan. I'm sorry. I acknowledge my tribal chief when I watch him. Absolutely, mate. You can acknowledge him all night long if you wish. Proper ECW or WWE ECW. No, I would never recommend WWE ECW. Always original ECW for my friends. I'll give you a list of great.
I would never recommend current new ECW.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I'll give you some matches to watch at some point because there's some cracking ones. In fact, you guys recommend Dan some ECW matches to watch.
I enjoyed the RVD Icons episode. Did you watch that?
Oh yeah, that was great.
Like his feud with Bam Bam Bigelow looks incredible. So,
RVD was great, fantastic. As a Patriots fan, I'm supposed to hate Pat McAfee and all he stands for, but in WWE he is simply amazing. Yeah, he's great when he's dancing on tables. Yeah, so funny. Let's have a look. Next AEW pay-per-view is September and it's in Chicago, so Punk's a decent bet. What if I do show with you for it? Yeah, you should come on. Yeah, absolutely, man. You come on for that, 100%. New Hardys, I think, is a deserved critique, but worse groups out there. Oh, absolutely worse than let's talk about the Young Bucks. Yeah, there are worse tag teams. Absolutely, there are. We're not disputing that. But
I just think their gimmick has been overplayed so much. They've got a good gimmick for an independent kind of thing. They've played it out. Yeah. I think they need something new and something that's not just, let's rip into WWE every chance we get.
Absolutely, you're right. I laugh when people call CM Punk so old and then wank off over The Rock.
It's the same again. The Rock, like, he's so fit, like, incredibly fit man. Like,
he's just a really fit man.
He's a really fit man.
Yeah, really excited.
When he comes back, he's just, like, incredible, but Punk, like, it's going to look a lot different than he did 10 years ago.
Yeah, he is.
And I think people are not understanding that he's not going to look the same. He's going to look different. Everyone, like, something's going to come play. the IWC. I've been a member of the IWC for what God knows how long now.
For people that don't know, that's the internet wrestling community. There you go.
And like someone's always going to complain. I think the majority will complain at CM Punk's return and say, "Oh, it's just a ridiculous return."
Yeah.
But I hope to God CM Punk does well in AEW.
Well, yeah, me too, man. Me too.
I hope he does. I know it's all money, but I hope he does.
Me too. It seems as you guys are great and open-minded. Keep doing a great job. Well, thank you, team. Really appreciate it. If you haven't liked the video, please do. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, please do. We really appreciate your support. We'd love to see you again. Keep showing up. We'd love to have you. Reigns, hang on a second. Reigns being dragged on. Do we remember how long Bruno Sammartino? Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, I know, Toby, you know Dave, so you guys can have this out personally. Or you can have it out on the stream and make it very entertaining if you have a little argument between
wrestling fans. Just one thing after another nowadays. Like, oh, we've had it now. Let's move to something else. Like Drew's reign. Drew's reign was incredible. I thought he played really well in the Thunderdome era. But
cheap plug for the interview on the channel. I interviewed Drew McIntyre. There we go. You could see an interview with Drew McIntyre on the channel. Anyway, yeah, you were saying.
Well, yeah, Drew McIntyre. He did really well at the Thunderdome, and everyone loved him when he won the title from Brock. But it got so stale. People thought it got so stale, and then they was happy when he dropped it. And you think, why? Like, he did so well with the character. He did so well with what he had. Like, he lost his WrestleMania moment, arguably, in a whole crowd. And then, same again next year, he lost to Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. And you think, he lost that WrestleMania moment again. But, like, people just wanted it, and they don't want it. And that's what's upsetting.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right, man. Well, the IWC, so difficult to appease. If you obviously you're a wrestling fan, you're on wrestling Twitter, you see what the community's like. There's some great people in there, but there's a lot of shit.
Oh yeah,
a lot of body shaming, stuff like that. I mean, one of the most impressive and passionate individuals I've ever had the privilege to speak to was Piper Niven, who is of course Doudrop at the moment in WB. Getting a lot of body shame comments, but she's beautiful. She's an incredible talent. She's been doing some incredible work on the indie scene for years, and that's what I mean. It makes me proud of the internet wrestling community when I see how much love they can show. Passion they can show for wrestling, but it makes me ashamed. When you see body shaming comments.
And she even has her own wrestling charity as well. I believe it's called WrestleKind.
Oh, it's amazing.
So really check them out. They really do some really good work. Piper Niven's one of their biggest supporters. Anyway, amazing. Comments. Let's go.
Amazing. Hopefully August I'm up. Idea of doing Punk AW stream too. Yeah, 100%, dude. Absolutely. Victory Road crowd chanted bullshit, and Sting said I agree. Yeah. I remember. It was a difficult, dark time in Jeff Hardy's career for sure. Have you seen that, dude?
The Victory Road.
Victory Road 2011. Yeah, the Sting and Jeff main event. It's keeping me warm in the Give Me a Whole Yeah kennel. That's really freaking me out, dude. Are you actually in a kennel? I'm worried about you. I'm sure I'm sure you're okay. Congratulations, Milwaukee Bucks. There's a bit of a football. Are you all right, dude?
Yeah, drop my mic.
Oh yeah, it's fine. These things happen.
Carry on.
ECW Heatwave 1988 is an outstanding pay-per-view. We've actually done an ECW pay-per-view watch-along, I believe, on the channel. Maybe we should do one, man. Maybe at some point.
I need to watch something that's new. Not like Smackdown. I need to watch like ECW. Like I'm not a big WCW fan. WCW Dynamite episode would be cool to watch.
You just compared AEW. You just said WCW Dynamite. That's how similar WCW and AEW
are. I thought they did do a Dynamite.
No, they did a Thunder. They did a Thunder, which is similar. Right, Big E is out doing his promo.
Big E is loving life for the moment.
He shouts Cleveland in with an extended tone.
I do see his point with he did an interview lately saying he still feels bad for Xavier Woods being like the off member of the New Day. Which Xavier Woods is amazing. I didn't like when he first came in. Great. But his matches with the Bludgeon Brothers were incredible.
Yeah, super talented. Same with
the Usos.
Absolutely. Just try and get through some of these as people are chatting for Big E. You deserve it.
He does.
Let's have a look. Hopefully August. I agree. ECW Heatwave. Rock fits. Rock's fit for sure. Absolutely. Nice. Bucks aren't football. Was it not football? Sorry, that's how limited my knowledge is of American football.
I thought I was watching American football. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I know, right? Eve is in. Dan from Eve Right Girls Wrestling. Eve, Dan, mate, it's a pleasure. Nice to see you, dude. Welcome. Obviously, if you haven't checked out Pro Wrestling Eve, they have lots and lots of wonderful matches on their YouTube channel. Lots and lots of people watch those, as they should, because Dan's ace. And of course, there is a big pay-per-view coming up.
Who's this? Who's this? Come out to Big E.
Big love to Dan. And Big E,
Apollo Crews.
Okay, so we've not seen that 5 million times. over the last few weeks. I'm being sarcastic. There's been about 50 matches between Apollo Crews and Big E.
What happened to his voice? Why has he changed his accent?
Have you not seen this?
I've seen it many times and it just confused the hell out of me.
Oh, right, okay. That's pretty cool. The graphics pretty cool with the...
Yeah.
What a cackle! What a cackle!
Am I the only one who forgot that Apollo Crews was the IC champion?
I had my moments. I only just remembered. I only just remember when he came out.
Yeah, same.
It's been a while since I've watched SmackDown.
Who's this? Dolph Ziggler.
Yes!
Nice.
Dolph Ziggler. Yes.
Let's get them
of
both
course,
out.
Yeah,
What Rude even made
yeah,
it
exactly.
out. So what's going on?
The Dirty Dogs.
The Dirty Dogs. They don't get to come out as the Dirty Dogs, though. No, they get to come out.
As DZ and RR.
Like, where have these been for the past 4 months? Oh, they won the tag team titles, didn't they? And lost them 3 months ago. Yeah, Rick Boogs, yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. Are we gonna get Shinsuke and Boogs as a tag team?
Fucking love Rick Boogs.
I'm Rick Boogs.
Their promo with Matt Riddle at Money in the Bank where they sang Randy Orton's theme.
Yeah. I hear voices. Amazing.
Top theme. Shinsuke.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they brought it back.
The most listened to theme, I think, in WWE.
I'm so glad they brought it back.
Yeah.
I'd love to just get a full arena full of wrestling fans and just people playing wrestling music. I think it'd be fucking awesome. This would be amazing.
Never watch ECW on the WWE Network. What you mean, the classic ECW matches? You will never grasp what ECW was by watching the WWE Network.
Cesaro, what's going on? Where are these people coming from?
It's great. We're gonna get a battle royal. Is this for the? What if it turns into a battle royal for the Intercontinental Championship for a number one contender?
I thought it's not for the Money in the Bank. That's fine.
Yeah.
He deserves the IC title.
Oh yeah, he does. At the very least, yeah. Robert Roode, Dolph Ziggler attacking Shinsuke. Apollo Crews is out. Cesaro with a big uppercut, taking out Dolph Ziggler, who is, of course, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Better than Shawn Michaels, in my opinion. What, you didn't know that?
What? Are you joking?
Oh, no, I genuinely think Dolph Ziggler is better than Shawn Michaels. God. I do. He's great. If you look at his selling ability.
I think he's great.
Nakamura and Cesaro taking out Commander Aziz.
Oh, what a kick. See you later.
And Big E with a clothesline taking out Commander Aziz. December to Dismember is life-changing. What the WWE version? Yes, it was terrible. Oh, we get a swing. Yeah, nice. Swing. Cesaro and Nakamura supporting... Big E and Nakamura supporting Apollo Crews getting the swing. And we're going to get a triple
threat.
Where's
Teddy Long when you need him?
We're going to get a 6-man tag. We're going to get a 6-man tag.
Where is Teddy Long when we need him?
It's going to be Big E, Cesaro, Shinsuke versus Dolph, Bobby, and Apollo, isn't it?
It is, yeah, definitely.
Which is fine. I'm okay with that.
I want to see Rick Boogs in the ring, man. Come on.
Rick Boogs! Yeah, nice. Oh, for God's sake, we really don't need more Big E and Apollo. I don't know, man. I quite like Apollo's gimmick change, and I love Big E. But yes, the Big E and Apollo stuff has gone on far too long in terms of matches. Good evening, Christ in the Kitchen. That's Peter's nickname for me. Thank you, Peter, for joining us. Big ups from the NYC. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us.
Look at that.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
so it's from a music festival. So I can't remember what it's called. The Hard Rock something?
Here's the question. Favorite SmackDown theme of all time?
Controversial, but I was a fan, and if you can separate the music from the artist, Marilyn Manson's "Beautiful People."
Nice, excellent choice.
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, he's a bit of a dick, but
I love Marilyn Manson.
Well, yeah,
as a singer,
he's obviously been involved in a lot of the speaking out stuff recently.
Love him as a vocalist.
Yeah.
Red smoke. Where's the Street Profits?
Yeah, they should be out here, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. I don't think they got justice.
Oh, there you go. There's the Street Profits. There they are. You got what you wanted to do. You got what you wanted there, dude. Right. Let's
they bring
get
the
through
swag like nobody can.
I used to play good few WWE themes at Radio City. Yeah, I remember you playing a couple in the Student Union, man. That was good fun.
Nice.
What happened to Rude having that super over 100? Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. If this is another Apollo Crews Big E match in the same form, it'll be their 13th of 2021. Thank you for that stat, Dan. That's you are known for your incredible wrestling knowledge. And also, yeah,
Are they having a match here? Like,
yeah. Oh, there's a couple of matches taking place at the festival as well.
oh, so we're not getting a 6-man match.
Maybe at some point because they're at 2 different locations. So 13th match with each other in just 7 months. So 13 matches down between the Big E and Apollo Crews.
Really?
In 7 months, yeah. So look, so 30 months the same form. Dolph Ziggler better than Shawn. Yeah, everyone has their own opinion, but Dom, you go one-on-one with the Undertaker. Bodies by Drowning Pool is my favorite SmackDown theme. Yeah, fair enough. I forgot they were doing a WrestleMania 2 with SmackDown tonight. Yeah, obviously I'm referring to actual ECW, not WWE ECW. You won't grasp what ECW was if you watch the WWE Network versions of that show, as every episode is severely edited. Oh yeah, fair enough. But definitely we should watch some original ECW if
I will. I definitely will.
If we can.
Very excited.
Oh, they're edited to the bone on the network. Oh, that's good. Dude, we caught up with the comments. That's amazing. We actually caught up with the comments, and we're in a break.
At least we're not on Peacock.
We've got We've got time to say thank you to the 9 people that are with us at the moment. Thank you so much. If you haven't liked the video, please do. Thanks for supporting the channel. You should be able to, if I've organised it and put it in properly, find our links in the description. We are on Patreon. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, /Give Me a Hole. Yeah, Facebook. We're live now as well. Download the original ECW TV online somewhere. I'm sure it exists. It is about online. Okay, well, we'll definitely do that and maybe do a watch along with Dan, who's never watched ECW. So that'd be wonderful. How are you doing, Dan? How's all the plans going? How's all the plans going for your events getting back to normal? Obviously, so Pro Wrestling Eve was the home, Dan, of people like Piper Niven, of people like Thunder Rose wrestled for Dan. So many wonderful talents.
Kaylee Ray.
Yeah, Kaylee Ray. Anybody on the women's wrestling scene has wrestled for Dan at some point.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but these guys on Twitter is the Jim Cornette's favorite wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Dan. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think Dan's had a run with it. Jim Cornette. I've also been blocked on Twitter by Jim Cornette for calling him out for his words on Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. I'm very proud of that fact.
I have his restraining order with Vince Russo signed by Jim Cornette at my house, actually. So,
really?
Yeah, he filled them on his website. I got one of those, and I got a Cult of Cornette signed, Cult of Cornette card. I just tells people to fuck off, really. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not. He's not. Well, he blocked me. He blocked me and called me a douche for defending Sonny Kiss. And
I thought you enjoyed, but I'm going to go to the toilet.
Absolutely, man. You are more than welcome. Take a break. It's the good thing about doing it together as well. Normally, right now, I'd put like a screen on. Do you know where you're going?
No.
Up the stairs, straight forward. Definitely don't go left because that's housemate Taryn's room. So there's two rooms on this side. You've got the wrestling spare room, and then you got Taryn's room, and then you got the bathroom. It's straight ahead of you when you get to the stairs. Yeah, the wrestling bathroom. Yeah, no worries. See you in a sec. He doesn't look a thing like Jesus, but I'm not singing that. Yeah, Jim blocked our account. Haven't stopped crying. Like ECW TV is a 1-hour show, and some of the WWE versions are like 30 minutes long. So much is missing because they can't simply broadcast it. Plus the issue with music. Fair enough. Look for the door that's open. Don't go in the ones that are closed. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't close my. I usually close my doors, but so I was just trying to sort of guide him because sometimes I do close all my doors. Chad Gable with Otis against. We're getting maybe one of the Street Profits at this music festival. Whatever this is called, at the Hard Rock Stadium. Alpha Academy. What do you guys think of Otis in this form? The Alpha Academy. I mean, it's great for Chad Gable. Chad Gable's fantastic, and it's great to see Chad Gable in the ring against Angelo Dawkins. This music festival looks like fun. There is definitely no social distancing there. Gives people an excuse to get the wrong door and have a snoop. Yeah, fair enough. I watched Jim Cornette tell a female friend to get in the kitchen and make a sandwich yesterday. Lovely man. Absolutely, Toby. I think a lot of people love Jim, and a lot of people, think he's real progressive because of his thoughts on Trump and all that stuff, and he's against Trump. But actually, I think he's quite behind the times, personally, professionally, and otherwise. That's just my opinion. And my hair is so fluffy. Yes, your hair is fluffy. You do have fluffy hair, Jack. Did you find it okay?
Found it okay, yes.
Good.
Back from the wrestling bathroom.
Toby, I'd swing my fist at him for that. Yeah, so Toby told a story about how he watched Jim Cornette tell a female friend to get in the kitchen and make a sandwich yesterday. So there you go. There's a little bit of negative press on your old buddy Jim there.
That's fine.
I mean,
he
could have been being sarcastic, I suppose, but still, it's not really appropriate either way. I wonder if he has blocked me for my reply yet. Well, maybe it's coming soon if he hasn't yet. I think Jim Cornette is what he is. There's a lot I agree with him on and a lot I don't, just like pretty much everyone else in wrestling. Yeah, fair enough, Dan. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Big flying clothesline from Chad Gable on Angelo Dawkins. 1, 2, and a kick out from Angelo Dawkins there, Dan.
It's only one-on-one match.
Yeah, one-on-one, yeah.
Right.
That festival definitely looks like it has no social distancing in place.
No, incredibly not. To be fair, what are your thoughts on Chad Gable? Because I think he's an excellent, amazing talent.
I know a lot of AEW guys want him in there.
What would you do in AEW? I suppose he'd be an amazing TNT champion. I think.
Yeah, and I mean he'd be great. If they were still doing the collabs, if they were still doing Impact and AEW collabs, he could be a great champion in Impact too. Suplex there, kicked out of by Angelo Dawkins. Chad Gable in control here of Angelo. You very rarely get to see. A lot of people talk about who's the other Montez Ford and how talented Montez Ford is. That frog splash is incredible that he does.
Oh, yeah,
but really not. Yeah, Montez Ford doesn't really get as much plaudits, as much credit. Dan.
To be honest, in one-on-one matches in this kind of situation with two tag teams, you rarely see the smaller guy go after the big guy in a one-on-one match. So I'm glad to see this. I'm glad to see Angelo Dawkins actually getting shine.
Absolutely.
And I think he's doing really well against Chad Gable. Chad Gable himself is an incredibly talented athlete. Technical ability is incredible.
Yeah. Absolutely. Very, very brilliant technical abilities. You're going up for a moonsault now. Danny Hargreaves agrees with Toby. Yeah, it was a friend of mine. So maybe there's a mutual friend.
Landed it.
He missed it, and Chad Gable landed on his feet as Angelo Dawkins takes Chad to the outside. Chad now back in. Big clothesline from Angelo Dawkins. Dan.
What an amazing opportunity for these young guys as well against this crowd must have
absolutely what a great crowd.
Like 80,000 fans, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a stadium. The Hard Rock Stadium is where they are.
So yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible for all of them. I'm really, really, really happy that they're in this kind of
absolutely big shot from Angelo to Chad to kick out. Yeah, so apparently the mutual friend was a mutual friend of Toby King and Danny Hargreaves. And that happened with the instance with Jim Cornette. No, Jim hasn't blocked me. I'm sad I'm only blocked by Ryback. Well, I promise it's coming, Toby. Maybe it wasn't controversial enough to get blocked.
I'll put in a good word.
There you go, yeah. Bridging pin by Chad and Angelo kicks out. Big spine buster.
Lovely.
1, 2, 3. Chad Gable getting squashed by the tag team performer Angelo Dawkins.
None of the fans look. None of the people in the crowd look interested.
No.
They came for music and then.
I mean, he shoots the most revealing, and I agree. Vince Russo is just miles. I actually think Vince Russo would be a great person to chat with. I'd rather chat with Vince Russo than I would Jim Cornette. Personally.
Yeah, me too.
I tried to get blocked by Goldstein. If you mention Black Rain to him on Twitter.
Bianca.
Bianca's there. Awesome. Yeah, she's got a match on this card as well, I think, against Carmella. I tried to get blocked by Gold. Are you talking about Gold Dust? I think you are. Harvey Goldstein. Are you talking about Gold Dust? If you mention Black Rain to him on Twitter, which was his gimmick in Impact Wrestling, Dustin Rhodes, he's supposed to block you. There you go. Also, if you tweet JBL that he's a bullying twat, he used to, but he stopped. Gold Dust, yeah. Not Goldstein. So, Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Cornette. Dan is.
No, I'm not a huge fan of Cornette. I believe I don't like him as a guy, but I know he's credible to an extent in the wrestling community. He was 30 years ago anyway. I think he's way past.
That's what I mean.
Now.
I think you can either be a Jake the Snake Roberts and come in and manage somebody and nurture new talent on screen and off screen, or you can be a Jim Cornette and just sit on your platform and rip into people. You know,
he's
what I
making
mean?
money from it, so it's his
yeah,
business.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
it's
his business. You're right.
I'm not a huge fan of Jake the Snake Roberts' current run.
All right. Well, I think he's giving him something to do. I suppose. You know.
I think he's giving him to do, but when he's going on a promo saying we're going to make you piss yourself, it's a bit cringy.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, you're right. You're right.
But I think the creative freedom is good for him. It would have been in the 80s, but
yeah,
now I think he's a bit not there.
Yeah, no, I do see your points.
Perfect with Lance Archer, though, I think.
Lance Archer's great, and he's obviously the new IG.
Spoiler alert, new IGBW champion.
Well, it was on. Sorry, it was on Impact. Not Impact. On AEW
Dynamite.
on Dynamite last week. Yeah.
Fyter Fest,
the night 2.
Texas Death Match. Love Death Match.
Yeah,
in AEW now.
There you go, Nick Gage.
We're about to have another Death Match.
I've never seen Nick Gage wrestle, so I'm excited.
You've never seen Nick Gage wrestle? No. I watched the thing with David Arquette. I was gruesome. That really. Have you ever seen that?
I've seen that. Oh yeah, you're right. I've seen that. I saw You Can't Kill David Arquette. That was cool.
Oh, it was awful. He slit his throat.
Really?
Disgusting, yeah.
Oh yeah, he went to hospital or something. Yeah. And then he came back and finished the match.
Yeah, but I watched the is it Behind the Ring? Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah, Beyond the Ring.
Beyond the Ring. I watched that with Nick Gage.
Beyond the Mat.
Yeah, and the one with Nick Cage where he got cut and he just like, oh, just stitch me up and I want to go back out. I was like, you can't. You joke like this part's breathing. He's like, fuck it, I want to go out. I was like, there's stuff that he puts his body through.
Yeah. I watched that. I watched that to I'd be interested. Yeah, absolutely. As if there's an ad for with Bianca and Montez. Getting a bit of extra money there.
Yeah.
From Snickers.
What a great couple. I think they're both awesome people.
Yeah. Oh, there's Angelo.
You can't beat the old WWE SmackDown versus Raw adverts.
No, I love that game. I wish they'd remaster that.
I wish they would.
I love watching people giving JBL crap because of storylines wrote by other people. Yeah, fair enough, Toby. Good point. I know there was a shoot thing he did with the Blue Meanie where he just didn't like the Blue Meanie because he didn't believe he belonged in wrestling and gave him a really stiff chair shot. And I think that's where a lot of it comes from. And also his comments towards Mauro Ranallo, I believe, is why he got his backstage comments towards Mauro Ranallo is why he got the representation as a bully. Hi, give me a hug. Yeah, Mikhail, nice to see you again. Hi, give me a hug. Yeah, I didn't go into WWE. Don't worry, it's all good. Well, nice to see you here. Thank you very much for joining us again. Why would you want to be blocked by Dustin Rhodes? I don't know. I quite like Dustin. These are shoot things. It's just funny he'd do it over such a dumb thing. Oh, you mean the Dustin thing of Black Rain? The only thing worse than Cornette is his little army. Dark Side of the Ring is the show. Thank you, Dan.
That's the one, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Jack agrees with Dan. Thank you guys so much. There's 11 people in. Appreciate your support. If you like the video, that's awesome. Thanks for supporting the channel. You can follow Dan at DJ Twitch X98 and me at Dom Smith with a 0 and a 1 and an underscore on Twitter. Get in touch with us. Roman Reigns answers John Cena's challenge tonight. Dan, we're doing all right. How are you feeling? It's 1:58 in the morning. We got 1 hour and 2 minutes left. How are you
feeling,
man?
Good. I'm feeling good. I'm very excited for my 12-hour shift tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
I can't wait for
absolutely. It. I'm so glad you're here. You didn't have to join me. I'm so happy.
I didn't have to. I feel like I had to. We got plugged for last week, but unfortunately I had the flu, which was a bit awful because I'm so upset I missed last week. Yeah, but I'm here.
It's all right.
Smackdown.
It's okay. Yeah, with Smackdown, we decided to do it, and we're gonna do this regularly. I think this is good. This is good. You tell me when you can do it because I enjoy. Again, as much as I've loved doing these, I took a massive break because of my studies, and I still am doing those. But I just enjoy. I enjoy more hanging out with people in the kitchen, talking. You know, we'll get some smack. We'll get some smack. We'll get some snacks, not some smack. Some snacks next time. We'll have a little feast. You can hear me do some ASMR on the mic. Right.
Let's go back to the show. What's going on with Carmella's attire? It's always.
Well, you tell me, Dan. What do you think of Carmella's attire?
I'm scared to think Laura's watching, so I'm gonna say it's a bit. I don't know. It's just different.
It's risque.
Like she went for the whole
risque.
The whole.
You were on about Liv Morgan earlier. You were about how excited you were about Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Well, Laura was more likely to be on the stream when you were talking about Liv Morgan.
Honestly, I used to really like Carmella. When she won the women's title and the Money in the Bank, I thought that was prime Carmella. I think she worked the character really well.
Yeah.
But she went through that change and she's gone back to her original gimmick. I don't know why, because I thought the gimmick would have worked. Her old gimmick, which was the untouchable or something.
Right. Yeah.
I think that would have worked well or better, but she's gone back to her old gimmick, and I think that's What do you think about what's your thoughts on Carmella?
I think she's great. I think she's a great heel. But unfortunately, we've seen this match. This was last week. Last week.
Was it a title match last week?
Laura's still here.
Hey,
Laura. Hi.
I know how much Laura despises Carmella, so
it's okay. Right, wasn't a chair shot, so Dan's correcting me on my Blue Meanie thing. Wasn't a chair shot, it was punches in the brawl in ECW WWE brawl at One Night Stand. But yeah, my point there was that he is actually the bully stuff isn't unfounded. There was some real stuff. Meanie's face is a mess after. Says Jack. Gentlemen, I will love you and leave you. I'm up in 4 hours. Have a good night. Toby, I know you're a Twitch celebrity now. Thank you so much for taking the time out.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, Toby. Appreciate it. Snacks, not smack, should be a t-shirt. Yeah, we'll make that a t-shirt.
We are in double digits, guys. We are in double digits. That's great.
As long as we stay in double digits, I feel like a rock star. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I'm like, I feel real cool. Definitely still here is Laura. That's great to have you still here. Night Toby says Jack and Trouble. It's all right. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Laura appreciates wrestling, and we appreciate Laura being here and sticking with us.
We love her. Laura's really gotten into wrestling over the past year, which is incredible. Like it's every wrestling fan's dream to have a girlfriend who loves wrestling, and luckily I get to live that. So,
there you go, man. That's a lovely thing to say. You're living your dream. That's beautiful.
I'm living the dream. Every wrestling fan dreams of it, and I am doing it. Be jealous.
Sitting in my be jealous. Be jealous.
This could be the new date sheet.
Yeah, it could.
Let's do this.
We could be what's the Miz and Morrison's new thing? Dripsticks.
Johnny Drip Drip. I love that gimmick.
Danny Drip Drip and
get that trending. Danny Drip Drip on Twitter.
MCD Smizzle. MCD Smizzle and Danny Drip Drip.
We could definitely do a remix to Hey Hey Ho Ho.
Hey yeah.
That's
Hey Ho
Ho.
D Mizzle and D Smizzle and
Danny Drip Drip.
I'd love a girlfriend into wrestling. Nearly did once. Yeah, well, we know about the Aldi version of Lita.
Man, I all I did was show her Mankind versus The Undertaker, and she fell straight in love with it. That's the key. That's the key. Don't show her wrestling from now. Show her wrestling from before.
And then she was like, and then Laura was like, yes, you can wank to Edge. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like she understands that men have needs and Edge is there to fulfill them.
Edge fulfills that, yeah.
Edge does fulfill them. Not 2006 Edge, like 2020 Edge.
Do you know bearded gruff,
Vikings gruff Edge is the one for us.
As Bianca Belair hits a wonderful split moonsault to Carmella and a kick out from Carmella.
This is the title match. I just realised.
Yeah. It's the second time in 2 weeks they've had a women's title match.
Lovely double booking by WWE. It's what we know them for.
Yeah, Aldi Lita, great name. Yeah, that was my for your ex. Yeah, show Laura Punk versus Ezekiel Jackson. Do not
watch that. Do not watch Ezekiel Jackson versus Christian either.
Yeah.
Terrible end to a terrible rebrand.
You see, that was ECW's rebrand, wasn't it? You're right.
And that's the fun fact. Ezekiel Jackson was the final ECW champion. So
X Factor by Carmella.
Close call.
X Factor by Carmella. Just so you know, it's Dan here. The Wrestling Booker put a second channel on to try and the YouTube algorithm video. Thanks, dude. Well, we appreciate it. If there's as much as we do like double figures and as much as we feel like rock stars when we get to 10 people. We'll still be here if there's 3 people in there, won't we, Dan? You know what I mean? We'll still be here. We'll still talk. We're not just gonna just F off and go and have a wank to Edge. you know, in Dan's bedroom.
What do you think I was doing in the bathroom?
Exactly, yeah. You're like, I just need my fix. I just need my fix, man. Also, Trish and Brad. But yeah, thank you for that, Dan. As Bianca got the win there. I'm hoping for a replay so we can catch that end because I missed it because I was talking to Dan. Talking about Edge, banking to Edge. Bianca Belair raising her belt with a crowd of must be about 80,000 people. That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people indeed. Yeah, it's good that they're getting this kind of marketing. So it's really good.
Absolutely,
they're getting a lot more fans.
Absolutely.
Do these count as viewers or no? These not count as viewers for the product. No?
Yeah, well, I'm assuming
Hopefully
so.
they come up on the viewer report.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Bianca's very, very pleased with herself, as she should be. A great women's champion. Much better, I think, than Rhea Ripley on the Raw brand. I think in terms of new champions, newer champions. I'm a big fan of Bianca Belair.
I'm a big fan of Bianca Belair. Yeah, her match against Sasha Banks was it did make WrestleMania this year. I think it was really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just her as a talent in general. I think she was underutilized in NXT. I think I'm glad she can shine now.
Oh, Shotzi Blackheart, amazing. Love Shotzi Blackheart, Kevin Owens, and the Welsh sensation Knox, as she is now.
Knox and Shotzi, is that
Tegan
right?
Knox, yeah, Shotzi and Knox and Kevin Owens with a new shirt. Join the ritual. Oh,
here comes Baron Corbin. Look at the size of him. You don't realize how tall Baron Corbin is. I'm sure Kevin's like 6'1". I could be wrong.
Baron Corbin said, "I didn't mean to insult the way you dressed." Baron Corbin's atoning for his ways. Baron Corbin's apologising. You kind of bought that on yourself, says Kevin Owens.
Give him a 10 or something. Come on. Help him out.
Oh, he's asking for forgiveness, look.
He's really playing this gimmick and I love it.
Spaghetti
Spaghetti
stain on his shirt, bless him. Oh, Kevin.
There you go, Kevin. Giving him some money. Good man.
$40. Oh, he's wearing a Viking Raiders t-shirt. Kevin Owens putting over the Viking Raiders look.
Very nice. Another underrated match of Money in the Bank was the Viking Raiders versus AJ.
Absolutely, yeah. Shotzi just shot.
Come on, man. He's trying to be better.
He's trying to be better. Don't Bobby.
The Dirty Dogs have just stole it.
Oh, we getting a Kevin Owens Baron Corbin tag team. I hope so. I want to face Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens tag team.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Baron and Shinsuke would be quite funny as well with Rick Booth. There's Rick Booth playing the Baron Corbin.
Sorry, Rick who?
Come out.
Rick who? Rick Booth! Right, we're getting Edge. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Calm yourself down.
Yeah.
Just chill out. Stop
yes.
reaching for your crotch, man.
I'm loving
I'm right here.
I love the Iconoclast t-shirt. I think that's very good. I love how it came into the whole Seth Rollins thing. I think that was really good.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get that. Lol in wrestling business, the rule used to be not have a girlfriend into wrestling. Excellent of you, dude.
Things have changed.
Also, Trish and Bradshaw Nowinski and Jackie. Oh yeah, that match is not to see. Then I should be world champion. What? Because you didn't have a girlfriend into wrestling? Yeah, fair enough. I need to find an Annie. Then ask if she's okay.
Michael
Are you
Jackson,
okay?
Love
it. Okay. He's doing his thing. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just drink some water. Just take 5. Calm yourself down. Edge is real. It's not. He's a proper he's proper good with the fans and stuff.
We're getting a
recap
of the match against Roman
the
Reigns.
Absolute destruction.
I can't believe I didn't realize how long this match went on for. It was like 33 minutes or something. It ended up being. That's incredible for Edge to go that long.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible. At this time, yeah.
And I'm glad that Edge has gone over his contract as well.
Yeah. I married a wrestler, so I can't talk. Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Was I supposed to wear clothes in the stream? No, Jack, you can be naked. You're all right.
We're watching half naked men.
There will be an opportunity for those who don't know. Anthony started a few months ago bringing people onto the stream at the end to chat about SmackDown and about wrestling. So at the end, depending on how we're feeling and how you're feeling, I'll put the link in the chat, and you guys can come on and have a chat with us as we're getting a recap. So this is Edge losing to Roman, or nearly losing to Roman. So this Seth Rollins. Yeah, what Seth? So basically, So Seth thinks that Edge took the title opportunity from him. That's what's happened, isn't it?
Yeah, it all started from 10 years ago. The promos together, and it just kind of sparked from there. But yeah, I'm loving the whole Seth Rollins thing now. I think Seth Rollins deserves to be up top level. I think Edge can keep him at the top level.
Absolutely. So you think Seth is going to go over Edge at SummerSlam?
It's a difficult decision. They could either go Edge, but what would you do if Edge beats Seth Rollins? What are they going to do with Seth? Roman needs another challenger after he beats Cena, if he beats Cena, obviously. But I think Seth will be the guy to go next.
Man, I still want to see the Fiend do it. I still want to see the Fiend versus Roman. There was a spear. There was a spear in that triple threat to the Fiend. Or after when Roman first came back.
At SummerSlam.
Last year, and I want to see the Fiend return.
I want to see the Fiend return, but I think it's too early. I don't know, because how long they're going to keep Roman as champion if he's going to? If there's big rumors about The Rock.
The Rock, yeah. I mean, I think, yeah. I mean, but I would assume that Reigns is going to go over The Rock.
Oh yeah, you'd assume, obviously. But obviously with The Rock, is he gonna hold it to Survivor Series and go against The Rock at Survivor Series?
Yeah.
Or is he gonna hold it to Mania?
Anthony thinks he's going to go to Mania, and I agree. I think that's to build him as the strongest champion of all time. I think that's the idea of what they're planning on doing with Reigns. Dan is living the dream. Absolutely, he is.
I think as well. But before I just interrupt, I think it's good. Since the whole CM Punk return thing, I think WWE would benefit from a longer reign champ than CM Punk.
Yeah, absolutely.
The modern era,
absolutely, you're absolutely right there. So. Jack says, "Oh God, we've never met, but I've seen Anthony naked, and I've seen him topless 3 times." Yeah, Anthony's got no problems getting his balls out for people.
I feel like he'd be a very hairy human.
Oh, he's very hairy. He's a very hairy human. He is incredibly hairy.
Then I'm correct.
He is. Yeah. Yes, he is super duper hairy. Yeah, I agree with you all. Roman will take the belt to Mania. Yeah, no, I think you're right, dude.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I think they're going to try and build him as the longest reigning, strongest champion of all time there.
Well, what's Big E going to do?
Yeah, you see, I think Big E deserves his time, but possibly not this year. I think he'll take the Money in the Bank right until next year.
Really?
I think Big E.
You don't think they'll jump to Raw and join the New Day again?
There's talk of that. I think Big E will have his time as champion, but it was a year away. I think Big E will be the guy to dethrone. I think Roman Reigns is going to go through The Rock, and then he's going to lose to Big E eventually. That's
in the same night.
Potentially, yeah.
I live doing the one at WrestleMania because Seth Rollins is so perfect.
It's very synonymous. That
it is.
WrestleMania. Yeah,
I think it could kill it.
Absolutely.
I'll go keep the comments flowing, guys. We need more comments.
Yeah.
Let's get involved in the action. There's a commercial at the moment. A bit.
Metalhead 2020 says, Dom, you're hairy too. Yes, I am. I'm a very hairy dude. Also, WWE is so petty. Tom Petty. That there's no danger of Roman's reign being shorter than Punk's. Yeah, I know. Roman's definitely going to take it.
They did the same with AJ left as well. When AJ Lee left, so you had Nikki Bella destroy her title as well.
Absolutely.
So I think that could be a possibility.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. How have you found the first hour and a bit of SmackDown?
Good, to be fair. I haven't watched it live in years, so I'm glad to be here. It's good to have a good company to watch it with, so I'm really enjoying it. I need to be. To be fair, I've really gotten as I've got older and I've started watching wrestling to the extent I watch it at. I enjoy promo. I love watching a lot of promo ability over the wrestling. So SmackDown, you get a lot of good promos. I can't wait till Bray Wyatt comes back.
Oh
Firefly Funhouse, one of my favorite segments. Once that comes back, I think it'll be something cool. But what do you think is going on with the Fiend when he comes back? Do you think they'll carry on with Firefly?
There's a lot of talk of him going back to his old gimmick, but
they can't.
I don't want to
it's
see
his money. His money. They need to keep making money.
Yeah. The Fiend rules with kids. I think the Fiend rules.
I think they need to make it less of a like what they do with the Demon, but not like they don't need to bring him out every time.
Yeah.
I think
like he should wrestle as Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt, like weird funhouse Bray. I like that.
But I think gimmick matches should be saved, like pay-per-view kind of thing. Firefly Funhouse matches, all good, all good. To
Mm.
be fair, I enjoyed the Cena match. The Cena match, I thought it was hilarious
Oh
just
yeah,
to
it was
watch
great.
it.
It was brilliant. It was
Especially
brilliant.
when he was like when he mocked Nikki Bella and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. I thought,
yeah.
I love how John Cena just let him do that.
Yeah. Well, he was very involved in the creative process of that match.
Yeah, but John Cena, like if you watched, like I watched Total Divas like when it first came out, and like John Cena's a very private guy, like, and I'm surprised he went to that extent where he just thought, yeah, let's do it, like,
Yeah.
destroy mock my life.
I think to help creative stuff, I think he's cool with. I think it's his
Yeah.
that's not his personal life. The Firefly Funhouse is the most far removed from a John Cena personal life as you can get. I think as a creative outlet for Bray, and I think John Cena was very concerned about putting over Bray in that.
How do you feel about the rumors like that the Fiend is actually currently running Cena?
I have not heard that.
Oh well, there was a report that it was when Cena came out, he did the Too Sweet thing from the NWO,
Right.
and when we last saw him in the Funhouse, that was one of his segments. So we think that the Fiend's controlling him to get back at Reigns.
Oh, interesting.
So it could all come in full circle.
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. I think that'd
Yeah.
be really good. But see, Cena would go for it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would. Like he's a very creative
Yeah,
guy.
I suppose it'd have to be a short thing. Could be a short thing before he goes back to movies as well.
What's Fiend gonna do at SummerSlam? What
Man, we can do this afterwards. Me and you are big Fiend fans, so we don't. I already annoy Anthony because I talk about the Fiend all the time. So let's talk about Edge giving a promo in the ring with his lovely Iconoclast T-shirt that I'm assuming you're going to get at some point.
I'm getting the white Roman Reigns T-shirt first.
Nice.
Me and Laura say this all the time, but a lot of wrestlers would be nothing without their beards. And I think all the Edge is the same kind of thing.
I mean, he does look great. He does have a great beard.
He does.
So Edge is saying he's back. He's ready for a fight.
I love him.
Seth has opened the Pandora's box of violence and mental pain, Dan.
I'm excited for this. Oh, Edge, Seth Rollins, TLC at SummerSlam. Let's fucking do this. Edge needs a TLC match.
I learned from the most evil minds of wrestling. I was in the Brood.
Ministry of Darkness.
I was in the Ministry of Darkness. Yeah. Edge talking to Seth, saying, "You have no idea about the depths I will go to get the job done." Down. Right, Seth's coming out.
I like his new theme, to be honest.
Yeah,
I like it. Love Roman's new theme. Well.
There's the other drip king of WWE.
I like the confrontation between John Morrison and Seth Rollins at
that was great. Yeah,
Money in the Bank. That was great. Seth Rollins is a new father, so let's congratulate him. Of course,
yeah. When are we seeing Becky back?
Will we see Becky back? Is the question?
I think so. Yeah.
Will we? When will we see her back?
SummerSlam, I would say. Oh, Seth calling Edge a grandpa. Seth having a little cackle to himself.
There we go. Edge is dying to laugh.
Edge saying, "Shut up, you're embarrassing yourself." Ooh.
No. Seth saying that Edge wouldn't dare put a hand on him. Nah. Some more cheap heat.
Yeah, nice.
Are they in Cleveland tonight?
Yeah, Cleveland. Yeah, he said he was going to come out and talk about how much he despises the sea. Cleveland. Talk about how much he despises people like Edge.
I'm surprised there's no Miz tonight. We're in Cleveland. I thought of
yeah, he's Raw, isn't he?
Ah, yeah, of course.
Seth still saw about the opportunity Edge took from him to win the title.
Oh, wait for this. How do you feel about the return of David Hart Smith Jr.?
Yeah, great actually. Yeah, lovely, great get for WWE because
Yeah,
he could have gone to AEW. Obviously, he was on World of Sport in the UK.
Yeah.
Great talent, absolutely great. I
Didn't he have a match with John Moxley recently, or was that?
They did in Bloodsport.
Yeah, Bloodsport. Yeah, I heard it was a great match. I haven't watched it myself.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I'd like to.
Well, tonight I prefer Tyson Kidd over David Hart Smith, but
yeah, absolutely, such a sad loss. But then not in terms of backstage. He's obviously booking a lot of the women's matches now. Doing some incredible work. Is Tyson Kidd?
I could be wrong, but I believe he booked the Charlotte Rhea Ripley match.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
she's great.
Yeah,
you know, he's doing really well with booking matches as well. Jacob Parks.
Oh, Joseph Parks.
Joseph Parks, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
He's doing
I
some
still
amazing
it was on TV for a bit with AJ Styles, very briefly.
Oh yeah,
which would have been really good because I loved Abyss. I want to see Abyss in WWE just one match. I know we probably won't, but I'd love to have seen Abyss just one time in WWE. So Seth's saying that he's going to end Edge, going to end Edge's career. I'm sure somebody said that before.
I'm sure they have. Oh yeah, they had that thing on the where there was gonna. When was it? They could have Concerto Edge on the other.
All right, yeah.
It was saved. It was on Cutting Edge, I think it was, or the Peep Show, maybe. I think it was on the Peep Show. I'm really upset we never got the Edge and Christian proper reunion.
Oh, yeah. So it was nice to have the Royal Rumble. But he was great. That was a great bit of business from Christian as well. Getting the exposure at the Rumble, then joining AEW.
Ooh. Big talk.
He's sending a lot of visualization from Seth, talking about hitting the stomp on Edge's neck. Talking about pulling the trigger like a gun on Edge's career, killing him. Evil Seth Rollins cackle. Oh, there we go.
Edge saying he's a liar. Doesn't want to put his hands on Seth Rollins. Excellent right hook.
But he's the ultimate opportunist, of course.
He is, of course. I think he lived off the rated R superstar thing a bit.
Yeah.
Too much because
I know what you mean.
that era is gone.
Yes, of course.
No, it's hard to be a rated R superstar in a PG era. But then again, sounds better than the PG superstar.
Execution.
I always get them confused. Execution, educator.
Yeah.
Joe Matic is a great movie as well.
Yeah. I love Edge's faces. He's so good. He's so animated, isn't he? Oh, when they got a spear, didn't get it though. Seth Rollins manages to get out. That's a nice jacket. The king of drip.
Alter Bridge, an amazing band. I've had the pleasure of seeing them live.
I've spoken to Alter Bridge years ago.
Amazing,
yeah, really good band.
Remember seeing Alter Bridge live with my dad, and when that song came on, he had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Absolutely.
And I was just like crazy.
Yeah, they're amazing.
So up next,
Tony Storm getting a debut on SmackDown.
And
Selena Vega, she's going to get buried, of course.
Well, it's the first she came back for, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, and now there you go. I've the Suicide Squad. Looking forward to seeing this.
I don't understand why they made a second one. I really don't.
Because they want Idris Elba and John Cena in it, of course. I'm looking forward to it, man. Right, let's do some comments.
Yeah,
we're behind. Emily, this is Dan. Emily and I obviously met because I'm a promoter and she was training as a wrestler, but it wasn't wrestling. We bonded over, thank fuck. In fact, we almost didn't get together because of being in wrestling. Emily hasn't watched wrestling for years, other than the odd bit if I say check this or like some of the girls will say, "Can you watch this?" But otherwise, she doesn't watch anything. Fair enough, Dan. Fair enough. Jack, my evil ex, hated wrestling, but liked Total Divas. Yeah, it's a little bit of drama. And to be honest, it's probably better for us because, hang on, it's probably better for us because wrestling takes up all my effing hours. Yes, it's been my job for 19 years. I need an effing escape. Absolutely, mate. Yes, you do, and you deserve it as well. I'll totally get that. Dan says, Jack, we do watch a lot of UFC though, as it's the best wrestling product on TV, which is mental. That a real show is better put together than a fake one. Yeah, I can see that.
The only problem I found with UFC is the unpredictability. Same with boxing. Like, you could stay up till about 5 o'clock in the morning to watch a fight, and it could be over like that. And the Conor McGregor thing, it got built up so much and just ended instantly. And just obviously had that horrific accident, which wish him all the best. But like, it's just so unpredictable. Good in a sense, but I think I wouldn't want to wait up that long.
Yeah.
Same feeling like when you stay awake to watch. When I stayed awake to watch the Goldberg Brock Lesnar match, and you think, well, was that it?
Yeah.
But,
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I do enjoy UFC. It's a great product, I think.
Yeah, I need to watch a bit more. I haven't really got into it over the years.
No, neither have
I. Becky's having too much fun trolling. Yeah. But Seth can book title matches. Yes, he can book his own title matches, as he did on Money in the Bank. He booked his own.
Going back to that previous comment with Becky having too much fun trolling. Just a quick comment on that. Yeah, the thing with like superstars now is that they build more momentum when they're not there.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think that's a good thing that Becky's not there. Like, it's good for her personal life, and also it's good for wrestling life because it's so easy to troll people. As told by CM Punk for the past 10 years. So I think Becky building herself back up to the man status when she comes back and the crowd popping. Yeah. I think it's best for her to wait until it's time's right.
Yeah. I remember reading in 2017-ish that Abyss was supposed to go in the ring in WWE years before. Yeah, I think he turned it down because he wanted to stay with Impact. He was definitely an Impact lifer until he finished his career as Abyss. So, in his post-wrestling career, he's now a WWE booker, and he has made that jump. Did you say Tony versus Selena Vega? Yes, I did. It's Tony Storm's debut on Smackdown, Selena Vega. Of course, Malachi Black's wife.
Love Tony Storm.
Probably going to get buried. Yeah, Anthony also does. Didn't end instantly. So this is talk about the Conor McGregor match, I think, Dan. Didn't end instantly. It was just under 5 minutes, but we're not there for one match. We're there for the whole show. As follow it deep, So that's Dan talking about Dan Reed talking about the UFC card there, Dan.
Is Tony Storm continuing as a heel, or is this?
I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Well, she's against Selena Vega, so it's.
Oh no! She slaps a few hands there. Maybe she's the face here. Well, it was 5 minutes actually, wasn't it? As McGregor made it to the end of the round, and then the doctor ended it. Okay. Hi, give me a hole. Yes, CM Punk signed with AEW. Yes, he did, Michael. I hope you are excited about that.
Make sure you go back and watch this so you can rewatch all the comments about CM Punk.
Absolutely. Park's not a booker, he's a producer. Thank you for the correction there, Dan. I banned Conor from Ireland. I'm sure he paid lots of attention to that, Jack.
Selena Vega not getting an entrance?
Yeah. No, that shows how much stock they have in her. Selena Vega with a big kick. Tony Storm.
Thought about Tony Storm.
Yeah. No. So do you think Tony's going over here, Dan?
Tony's. I don't know. I could see Selena Vega going over, to be honest. Just so she's like come back for a reason. I can see a little small package victory and Tony Storm being a bit like, what? We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Selena Vega reverses Tony Storm there into the table.
Love a bit of heel work.
Yeah, absolutely. Rolling Tony Storm back in.
Going off Selena Vega onto Andrade. What about Chavo Guerrero making his debut?
Yeah, love that actually. Great to see Chavo.
Yeah. Another great find for the
absolutely. Absolutely.
I think it'll work really well with Andrade as well. Oh, got some good reference in by Selena Vega.
Yeah, cover 2.
Love Tony Storm since NXT UK.
Yeah, absolutely. Tony Storm some
great matches with Rhea Ripley in the Golden Days were all great.
Done some great work. Another person that's wrestled for Dan. Hi, give me a hole. Yeah, I'm very happy with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan going to AEW. That's good to know. Tony over in this. Yeah, I agree, Dan. I think they're very set on burying Selena Vega until she's finished. So
are they allowing Selena Vega to do her Twitch streams as well?
I don't think so.
Like,
Or maybe they've come to a compromise, which is why they came back.
Oh, a lovely
beautiful German one.
Into
2,
the pin.
kick out. They're not set on burying Zelina, says Dan. Okay. Well, I hope not. I want to see more from Zelina.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, brilliant. 1,
exceptional.
2, kick out. Kick to Stony Tom. Tony Storm. Tony's got her up. Oh no, counter from Zelina.
Yeah, I think Zelina Vega is a great in-ring talent. I think she did really well as a manager.
Zelina's taking off the belt.
Oh, I love this move.
Beautiful.
I believe it was shown to her by Dean Allmark, which is incredible for a trainer.
3.
Exceptional victory. I love that move.
Beautiful. That's a great move, yeah. Hi, give me a hashtag Team AEW. Yeah, well, good. Well, Anthony, of course, who you met on Wednesday, does our AEW streams. Hopefully you enjoyed that one, meeting Anthony.
Where can you see Tony Storm going from here?
I think she'll do amazing things. I think she'll be a women's champion one day, yeah.
Tony Storm there, Bianca Belair. Sign me up.
Yeah. Who else would you put Tony on with in a debut? There's more complete talents, but who else would you put her on with to put her on over a debut? You know, yeah, fair enough. I understand that. Yeah. That's the Ruby Cutter, apparently.
It's incredible move.
Brilliant.
Move.
Beautiful stuff. So we're getting a recap of the Mysterios and the Usos. The Usos, of course, winning the tag team championships.
I really hope they go with Dominic turning heel on his dad.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to like, Eddie's my real father kind of thing. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be hilarious.
Hilarious, Dan.
Hilarious. Huzzah.
Yeah. I thought it was a good match, actually. Decent match. Dominic's really coming into his own. He's getting better and better, I think.
To be fair, his match with Seth Rollins at SummerSlam was really good. I think Seth was the guy to put him over, to be honest, to put him in that situation.
Absolutely.
You give him a look.
Invented by Dino, who trailed Tony when she moved over here back when she was 17. Oh, cool.
Yeah, Dino,
trained.
Yeah.
Nice. When are you watching The Flash? I did say I was going to watch The Flash. I haven't done it yet. We do have a Batman stream on Sunday, though, Mikhail. Hopefully you can join us for that. We're going to be watching that.
I'll come with the Usos.
Absolutely.
Spotting their gold.
Dom needs to use Camel Clutch and Frog Splash. The Frog Splash is of course an Eddie trademark move, and I think that'd be great for him to use. Yeah, Dominic Mysterio versus Jimmy Uso now, guys. Got to be a couple of matches left, I think, before the end of the show. Or she might have been 16, actually. She first worked for me when she was 17, so probably 16. That's Tony Storm and working with Dan. Just want to say thank you as we go into the break for the 10 people watching us. Really appreciate it. If you could leave us a like and support the channel in any way, that's great. We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all/Give Me a Hole. Yeah, you can follow me and Dan at the links below. So Twitter, Dan is on DJ Twitch X98. And I am on Dom Smith with a 0 and a 1 and an underscore. So hopefully you
just to make it a bit harder for everybody else.
I know, yeah.
0 and a 1 underscore.
I like to make it difficult for people. I like to make my life difficult. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying the Smackdown show. What we'll do is what we usually do at the end of the show. We'll give it a rating out of sort of 5, 10. We'll do a match of the night, Dan. So we'll look at the match of the night, performer of the night as well.
Okay.
And then we'll come to a close. We'll ask if anybody wants to join us to kind of recap SmackDown, see if anybody wants to join in. And if not, we'll finish up there. But it's honestly, it's so nice to be back streaming again. I've really enjoyed coming back this week. I probably won't be doing SmackDown and Raw regularly. I think it was just certainly not for the next few weeks and months. I'm going to kind of stick to pay-per-views, which is what I was doing before when I was training. I've really enjoyed this week, though. I thought, because after the Money in the Bank, I was like, and after Slammiversary, it's been such a good week for wrestling, having fans back. And I think because of the fans being back, I wanted to spend this week watching the wrestling, getting the interactions with
fans,
with the fans,
with fans, you guys.
Absolutely. we're just watching cases on the rise in America at the moment, guys. So hopefully we're not going back into lockdown before Christmas over here in the UK.
Yep.
I don't think we will do.
Please do stay safe out there, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's still high in where we're from. The cases just rise and rise every day. But,
absolutely.
And obviously with nightclubs reopening, what are your? Let's do a tiny bit of politics while we're on a break.
Well,
how do you feel about the whole clubs reopening?
Well, we've had propaganda reopen, all the kind of dance clubs obviously packed out. Time remains to be seen if it affects the COVID cases, but obviously they're on the rise. I think Spider's got it right actually by being the only club to say we're not opening.
Absolutely,
obviously a lot of people found it very controversial. A lot of people didn't agree with the way that they were like, oh, it'll be fine, but Spider's like, no, we're not opening until we believe it's safe to do so.
And they've said to have that opinion.
Yeah, October and November, I believe.
I believe they should before anybody else.
They did, yeah.
They're very smart in that respect. I've got a lot of respect for the Spiders management.
Privately owned as well, so they can afford to keep it running too. So they don't need to have that income. But that's not the case for a lot of these other clubs.
No.
So that's probably why they're kind of looking for that opportunity. How do you get into a pyramid to come in? Oh, you mean
nice, like Tutankhamun.
I
get it. Nice.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Chapel clap. There you go. We give a few of those out every stream.
And we're back to Smackdown with Dominic Mysterio making his entrance.
Indeed.
Believe with his father. Well, they've got a new updated 619, so I didn't know.
There you go. Maybe is that Dominic 619, or is that because the Ray's 619 is done by POD?
I've seen them. Welly, they were amazing.
Yeah, they were great. Yeah, I've interviewed POD before. Great band.
I was watching these.
I was at that Welly show as well.
Was you actually? Yeah. Funnily enough, I was thinking about this a couple of months ago. I thought how I've seen POD live in Welly, which was like a couple of hundred people, and I've seen them play at WrestleMania 22.
Yeah, exactly.
In front of like 40,000 people. And I think, wow, like that's the beauty of the music industry.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Beautiful band. Love their stuff.
Yeah, they're really, really nice guys, real respectful people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did put on a hell of a show. Unlike Alien Ant Farm was the support act, and they did not seem interested.
Yeah. I do love. I love Alien Ant Farm. Again, I've spoken to them. They seem cool, but different types of people, you know.
Yeah, definitely different types of people.
So we got Jimmy Uso, I believe, against Dominic with some killer hair. I love Jimmy's hair at the moment.
I'm liking Jimmy's hair at the moment.
Yeah. Big shoulder block from Jimmy. Dominic,
back on
leapfrog, hip toss, nice.
Very nice hip toss. I do feel bad for Dominic in some respects. I can't see him being any status as his dad was.
No, but you got to try, haven't you? You know.
Yeah, of course. To be fair, I think he'd done well. I think he'd do well in AEW.
Yeah.
I think he'd do really well in AEW, but we'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, I mean, Impact Wrestling as well. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Prince Charles Cinema down here said masks are mandatory unless you're exempt. Some lad kicked off and called them worse than Hitler. I very much disagreed with him. Yeah, I think we would have too. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
How you feeling, man? You all right? You digging this?
We're good. We're so close to the end. We've got 20 minutes to go to the end, and then we're going to get involved. We'll you guys involved.
Honestly, dude. Wait until you do a Raw with me. We got 3 hours of this stuff. We're gonna if you ever do a Raw with me, we'll have snacks and everything. We'll make a big.
Like I say, if I'm talking to somebody and I can get a bit of a flow going, then I'm alright to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're on your own, it's tough. It does get tough after a while. You're like, because as much as you love the product, you're and you are talking to people. Obviously, we get to talk to people from all over the world on this stream.
Of course, yeah.
But like, obviously, they're not with me, so it's weird, isn't it?
You need that back and forth.
Yeah, definitely.
And, everything's just like the comments take a while to learn, and everyone's commenting and stuff. But we do catch up on the comments.
Absolutely. We did catch up on everybody, which is good. So Dominic now fighting out of Jimmy's. I was about to say embrace. Fighting out of Jimmy's embrace.
Oh, exceptional ability there.
There you go. Nice turn into a 619, echoing his dad. Jake pulling.
Dominic needs his own gimmick.
Yeah.
He needs to stray away from the 619. I like the frog splash.
Oh, that's right. Oh, nice one.
Exceptional. Can't believe Ray can still move at his abilities.
Oh, he's amazing, isn't he? Oh,
is.
there goes Dominic now.
Well done,
Nice,
Dominic.
flying plancher thing. Dominic now feeding off the crowd. I believe he made his debut in the COVID era as well, did Dominic?
He did indeed.
Yeah.
He did. That was the whole rivalry with Seth, I believe.
Yeah.
Like I say, I plugged it. Like I said earlier, it was a really good rivalry.
Yeah.
I think Seth did elevate him to that position I wanted to be at.
I agree. I think he briefly had a tag team with Humberto Carrillo as well.
Oh, did he? I must have missed that.
Yeah, how you guys doing? You guys all right? Thank you very much for joining us once again. 8 people with us. If you've not liked the video, please do. If you've not subscribed, please do. We really appreciate it. We are we enjoy this stuff. We enjoy the wrestling, but you guys make it worthwhile. Obviously, it's a pleasure to have Dan with me. Very lucky to have Dan on a day where he's just finished work and then he's about to. He's going to work, I believe, at 11 a.m. Is it?
Yeah, 11 a.m.
Yeah, nice one.
I will be there. I will be ready. Start my day.
Good man.
But we are wrestling fans. We're used to this kind of shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, UK
yeah.
wrestling fans. I do miss when I lived in the US watching wrestling at a normal time. I remember getting home from work. I think it was a weekend. I was out and I came back and it was the Royal Rumble when AJ Styles debuted.
Oh God!
And I got home and it was just like I was like 7 o'clock or something. And I watched it for 3 hours, and I was like, "This is great." I went to bed at like 11 o'clock. I was like, "This is great." I watched Raw every week.
Why did you come home?
I watched Raw. You know what? I came home because I love Hull, man. I came home because I love Hull, and I wanted to start a business, and I wanted to meet people like yourself, man.
And you've accomplished everyone.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with my choice. I can go back anytime,
And you're going back next year, right?
Yeah, I'm going back next year, right? So that'll be cool, and obviously, me and Emma have got some plans to travel as well, which is cool.
So we're getting some cool live streams from the US.
Yeah, maybe, man. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to do that. There's a couple of Facebook videos of me doing predictions videos from the US and from my office at MIT. just like sneaking into a room somewhere at MIT to do a live stream.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, somewhere on Facebook, somewhere from like 4 or 5. Yeah, 3 years ago now. I think it feels like yesterday. Rumble 2015 or Boo the Musical. Yeah, absolutely. Got work tomorrow and Sunday 9 a.m. We respect that, Jack.
We respect you for being here.
Yeah, Prince Charles Cinema is effing great, says Dan, the wrestling booker. Dan of Eve Pro Wrestling fame, who is supporting our channel and supporting the algorithm by showing up twice. 1,000% agree, Dan. Yeah, honestly love the community, you guys. Love you guys supporting everybody. I haven't been on the Discord in a while. In fact, I can probably count on one hand the 1 or 2 times I've been on the Discord. But yeah, go and have a chat with each other on the Discord. Get involved with each other. We appreciate the community that we've been able to develop since we started these live streams. In fact, the only reason we ever started doing this, Dan, was because of lockdown. We didn't do live streams before. We were just doing pre-recorded videos.
Well, that's a good thing. COVID opens a lot of opportunities in this respect as well.
Absolutely,
a lot of people have made their money from this kind of marketing.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, there's definitely some opportunity there.
Yeah, I think a lot of innovations happened in the world in the past 2 years. I think it's worked for the best.
Absolutely. Oh, we're getting to talk about Eddie Guerrero, mate. We're getting the Three Amigos.
This is the start. I'm telling you, this is the start. It's going to be a real good feel-good moment. If David Hart Smith came back and won the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I think that'd be a real feel-good moment. Screw Apollo Crew.
Oh, there you go. There's
Jey Uso taunting.
Jey Uso taunting, yeah. Is it Jimmy? It's Jimmy, I think.
No, Jimmy's the one obviously out. This is Jay.
Okay, just Jay. Thanks, dude.
This is what the red hair. Red is me.
There you go, now you know. Cool. Oh, we got the 619. There we go. 619.
Where's Jimmy? There he is. Oh, it's Jay.
There you go.
Right, the red hair. They both got red hair.
Super kick.
That's it. He's out.
1, 2.
No, it's not.
Kick out. Nice. Unexpected kick out there from
Even Jey was so surprised. Go for the Samoan drop reverse.
Dominic getting
The
a roll
counter.
up.
Roll up.
1,
2.
2.
Oh,
Nice
Dominic.
kick from Dominic on the outside. Ring awareness to take out the other Russo there.
Here we go. What's going to happen?
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, went for an arm drag, but managed. They're both now on their feet.
Oh, it's getting a bit.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what they're doing. Dominic's grabbing Jay's balls. Oh no, no, oh.
One. The
1,
same as last time.
2,
Same as how they won
3.
it, and it's over.
Yeah, nice one. The feet on the back of from Jimmy to Jay. The feet on the back to get the win.
Great way to end it. I think it says a lot, but we'll see what happens with Dominic and Ray.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We are 15 minutes away from the end, guys. Let's see how they end the segment. I believe must be one more match.
One
maybe
final
left.
stretch, everyone. One final.
Yeah,
stretch.
we can do it. We can do it.
Don't know what the advertised main event was. I don't think there was.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it was.
Here comes the
Here
big
comes
dog.
Roman. Maybe we'll get a Cena Roman thing.
Yeah, doesn't probably the best way to end it.
Coming out to respond here.
Love his new theme. Absolutely love his new theme.
Yeah, me too, man.
I think it suits him miles better than the old Shield one did. I love this the big screen as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that theme is awesome.
Suits him down to the ground. Hits his heritage and hits his personality.
There he is. The crowd response. What a crowd response there.
Doesn't even need to hold his own title. Like head of the table t-shirt and getting the I need to get the white one. I've got the black one. I need to get the white one. Just when I'm not feeling extreme, I need the white one.
Yeah.
Some guy came up to me and Lauren was in Real China about 3 weeks ago, and I was wearing my Roman Reigns t-shirt, and he just turns to me and he goes, "Hey man, my t-shirt says right hand man," and I was like, I didn't realize I was wearing my t-shirt, and I was like, I said to Lauren, "What the fuck's he on about? is he okay?" And I looked down and I was like, "Oh shit, he's on about Jey Uso."
Nice.
But I just found it funny, like this guy, because usually wrestling fans in around us don't connect as well as you'd want them to. Like the amount of people I want to go to who wear like a NWO t-shirt, just want to go like Too Sweet, just to acknowledge them.
That connection. Yeah, it's nice.
But in Spiders, I've seen people wear Adam Cole t-shirts, and I'll go to something whoa, Adam Cole, baby, and we'll do it, and it's a great feeling. But we need to normalize doing that in public.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, that wrestling community thing, it can be beautiful. You can see some beautiful things, but you can also, again, it brings out the best and worst in people, I think.
Depends if it's hidden behind a keyboard or not.
Absolutely.
It's a bit of a difference.
Absolutely. But once again, we always appreciate your support, everybody watching now, and people that will watch this later as well. We appreciate it. And we're going to get one more break, I think, to the end. Man. Let's see. So we're getting a recap of Raw. So I was there for this. I watched this Goldberg returning. What do you think of Goldberg being back, man? I understand it pops the ratings.
Oh yeah, I understand it pops the ratings, and I think a lot of people don't realize that it's just bringing Goldberg back for no reason. But he's a draw. Same with Brock.
Absolutely.
Brock come back and win the title, but people watch it for Brock. I don't like it. I'd much prefer Brock versus Bobby, in my opinion. I've been fucking dying for that match for ages. But Goldberg it'd be good enough.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice stepping stone, I think, from Goldberg onto Lesnar.
Which begs the question: who would beat Bobby Lashley?
Well, I think Bobby Lashley will go over Lesnar. Wait, Lesnar's coming next.
Yeah,
Lesnar's coming next. So I think Bobby Lashley will go over Lesnar, unless they're going to put Bobby over Goldberg to have Lesnar beat him.
I could see it.
Yeah, I could see it too. Actually, I could see it.
You never ever say never with a Brock Lesnar match. You think it's guaranteed, and it's definitely
not. I could see that too. I could see Lesnar going over going over Lashley when they eventually get it. But there's no way Lashley's losing to Goldberg.
No, I can't. If they do, it's just, I'm still pissed about them giving it from the Fiend. I could see Goldberg's.
Oh, I'm so annoyed.
I could see Goldberg's intention behind it, which was also a dick move to the industry, where he wanted the good guy to go over the bad guy, in that kind of environment.
Yeah.
But it completely killed the Fiend's
Oh
character.
yeah, it was a disaster. Yeah, it was a disaster.
Yeah.
But Blake at the gym loves my Steve Austin t-shirt. That's good to know.
Nice.
Right, keen to show off wrestling shit in Spiders. Yeah, absolutely. There's quite a lot. They play a lot of themes, don't they?
Yeah, the amount of Chris Benoit themes I've heard as well.
Yeah. I haven't heard the Chris Benoit theme in a number of years, actually. From Spiders. Do they still play it?
Yeah, hell yeah. But you got to go early. You do get played early. So when you get there, like 10ish, you need to play about them.
Who did that theme? I can't remember who does the
Don't be a fucking good theme.
Yeah, it was a real good theme. Real good theme.
Nice little advertisement from State Farm there.
Yeah, man.
Josh from State Farm.
Yeah, it's making me hungry. Pasta.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some scram when I get home. I can't wait.
Absolutely, yeah, man.
Can't wait.
What are you gonna have?
I don't know. I went to Greg's. Got some sausage rolls. So I might just scram them.
Nice, yeah, sausage
Greg's
roll.
do the best sausage rolls.
Yeah, nice one. Good
my
shot.
opinion. I was gonna get some takeaway, but I thought I'd just push through to the end.
Yeah,
push through. Next time we'll do Raw.
Yeah,
we'll do a pay-per-view and we'll get some like.
We're gonna have some snacks. Yeah, we'll get some pre-prepare.
Yeah, we're excited. Me and Laura, we're gonna have a SummerSlam party.
Oh, nice one.
Because the Hooked on Wrestling Company not doing one in Hull, unfortunately.
No.
So we're gonna have our own wrestling party. Laura's gonna do some. She spent an hour the other night laughing at wrestling puns for cocktails and
amazing
for food.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool.
So we're gonna get that sorted, and then obviously NXT Takeover 36, which I'm
with
Walter
and Dragunov.
Walter Dragunov too.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah,
man. That's gonna be so good. I'm so good that I can't watch just because of work and stuff. I can't watch NXT UK now. And Anthony was watching it for a while over lockdown. It's a really good show, man. Really good show.
It's a solid product, and they do some really good work.
Yeah.
I don't believe I think they're doing injustice to Tyler Bate. I think he deserves.
Well, he's got the
Heritage Cup. Yeah, I understand that, but he deserves to be in a higher position. He's first ever UK champion. His matches put on with like
Walter. He's amazing. Incredible. Yeah, Walter, Pete Dunne. He's with Pete Dunne as well.
Look at that man. He just wears that shirt really well.
you get excited about Roman?
I am now. Yeah, Roman's like number 2, maybe.
Number 2 on the man crush.
Number 2. Yeah. Hell yeah. That guy just earned Smackdown. You can ooze it. Let us know what you think of Roman Reigns' current run.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, Our Lady Peace did whatever. Okay, so Our Lady Peace did the Roman Reigns thing. Not the Roman Reigns theme, the Benoit theme. It's a great song, but I don't know. Okay, yeah. Jack doesn't necessarily agree. I don't think with it being played in a club. Each to their own, man. Each to their own. Of course, you can't always get if nothing else, this podcast has some polarizing opinions. People have different opinions, but that's part of it.
Don't scrutinize the band for what the guy did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was nothing to do with them, of course.
No, like I've loved a few not Peroxygen songs. Me and Laura love a lot of Lost Prophet songs. Love the music.
Yeah.
Singers are douche.
The interesting dude. I've got a recommendation. So a friend of mine, a guy called Lee, who was in a band called The Defiled. He is now in a band with a couple of members of Lost Prophets in Los Angeles because they all live in America now. That's cool. Called Low Lives, and I would heartily recommend Low Lives to you.
Yeah, you've done a few interviews with Low Lives, I believe. Yeah,
beautiful band. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I got to check them out. Nice little plug for Low Lives there.
Absolutely. Yeah, Crippin' Wires theme. OLP retired the song. Yeah, it's a great song, but they obviously retired it. Hi, happy Friday, Mikhail. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you.
It's Saturday here in the UK.
To be fair, it's Saturday in the UK. It's 2:53 in the morning. We are approaching the end as Roman looks dead in the camera, getting real close to you there, Dan.
I'm going to touch him. I'm going to touch his face.
You're going to touch his face. He's looking very emotional at you.
That's why I hold his beard.
He wants us all to acknowledge him.
It's very similar to the Aleister Black, the not the Aleister Black, the Velveteen Dream kind of like say my name kind of thing.
Absolutely, but
I think he was trying to get that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Loved the bit with his when Seeker came back with and the presented.
Yeah, that was a beautiful moment.
Beautiful moment.
Yeah. Hollywood fooled him.
You heard about the heat between The Rock and Vin Diesel?
Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah,
that's The Rock.
They just didn't get
out
on.
Of the franchise now, aren't they?
They just don't get on, do they?
You think two big guys, do have a lot in common? Yeah. Good rock film if you haven't seen it. Pain and Gain.
I'm not saying. Oh no, maybe I have seen it a while ago.
with Mark Wahlberg. It's good thing to watch.
John Cena comes out with the same promo, same insults. Roman Reigns coming out with a decent promo now, Dan.
It is very decent promo. I thought plug for promo there. It's a big step up from his last encounter with John Cena. But to be fair, it's one of my favourite John Cena promos of all time. Whereas this, there's like, it's called a promo, kid. You know, you want to let the industry, you have to do it. I just love John Cena. He's just such a talented guy.
Absolutely, man.
I think his teeth getting whitened as well as that little fucking like I want to punch him in the face kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love it. I love his character. I think I do appreciate the passion a lot of people put behind their characters. Like
absolutely,
Bray Wyatt from Husky Harris to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah,
it was a complete transition, but it was a risk he took and it worked. And I think a lot of people need to take more risks than that instead of being like the same character over and over again. Like Nikki Cross being a superhero.
Oh yeah,
like what a leap!
It's great. But that's what I mean. People can enjoy that, but they can't enjoy the Fiend. It's basically the same thing. It's
of course it is. Yeah,
you know. So he said he's going to go for the main event at SummerSlam. Is that what he said, or did he reject it? Did he turn it down?
Missed it.
We'll figure that out.
Nope.
My answer is. Oh,
he said no. I'm sure he'll change his mind.
Yeah, I'm sure somehow, some way will change his mind for some reason.
We should hear John Cena's theme. There's Finn Balor.
Oh,
Finn Balor.
Nice.
Oh shit!
I knew he was coming back to challenge Roman.
Nice.
I knew he was coming back to challenge Roman.
After his work at NXT, he deserves it.
Absolutely.
That was the best thing that happened to Finn going back to NXT.
Yeah.
Another guy, he's like top 5 on my list as well.
Yeah,
like,
he's amazing. Great. Saturday I have work soon. That's cool, Jack. Well, we really appreciate you being here. Think I'll sleep on after show. Sleep soon after show. Yeah, fair enough.
Too.
One Trick Pony, John Cena 2006 version. I know, man. I think Cena is a national, global icon. Whatever you got to say about him. He's
the battle of the
Roman Reigns wants to be acknowledged by Finn Balor.
Maybe we're not going to get John Cena versus Roman Reigns after all.
If you're not interested in John Cena's challenge, maybe you're interested in mine.
Come on, Finn.
I mean, he's definitely not winning. He's not going to win. Roman Reigns laughing at him. People chanting for Finn. Clearly, Finn is still over. People still liking it.
Speaking of likes, if you haven't dropped the like button yet,
thanks, man. You got the plugs.
Whatever.
You got the plugs in. Like it. Good.
It's my first stream and I'm loving it.
I love it.
So let's get it. Let's get started.
Give me a who win? Well, this isn't a match, I don't think. But the last match was won by Tony Storm beat.
No, the last match was you, so Jimmy beat Dominic.
Jimmy beat Dominic. Yeah. What are they chanting?
Hello. Roman's scared.
Oh, nice. Oh, there you go.
Roman's
nice.
reacting to the fans really well.
Well picked up, yeah, nice one.
Never heard that chant before.
Oh, there you go. Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, there you go. That's it. It'll be next week. I don't think it'll be SummerSlam. I think it'll be Cena or something. I think it'll be next week or something. And he's not winning that. As much as I love Finn, he's not winning that.
Oh no.
And that was it, guys. We've reached the end of Smackdown.
We are done. We've done it.
We've done it. Let's have a look. I'll slip to it. Oh, I'll ban you from some of it. You can't ban me, Jack. Can't ban me. Peter Sanford is another brilliant stream. Dom, cheers. It's been a pleasure. Obviously, I've been with Dan. Been with Dan from the Lions Den. You can give him a follow. The Twitter details below. So, guys,
let's get pumped.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to do our grade for the show first, Dan. So, what was your grade out of? Let's say 10. What was your grade out of 10 for this show?
I haven't watched Smackdown in a long time. I've just followed it on social media as I usually do. I think the matches were under par par for what Raw presented. I think the promos were good. And there was a lot of backstage stuff that I enjoyed the Brian Coleman stuff. I'm gonna give it a solid 6 rating for its I think they've brought in some great talent. I think the ending was good as well. And obviously John Cena just boosted that one point for me. What about yourself?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I love the Cena promo. Love the Finn match as well. I think I'm going to give it, because I've watched a few of these over time, I'm going to give this a 7. It was the better SmackDown that I've seen for a while.
And the return of the Dirty Dogs as well.
Return of the Dirty Dogs. But yeah, I'm going to say there was enough moments to pop me, but for a little bit, but nothing that kept my enthusiasm really. Aside from your company was definitely the best thing about this SmackDown. So next question, next review, performer of the night, Dan. Your favorite performer this evening.
From Finn Balor, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
He was incredibly. His intensity of the match was incredible, and I think he's really played into his character really well.
Absolutely.
But I think he did work well against his opponent, and a lot of credit to his opponent as well.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So definitely Finn Balor. So that's so we've done grade for the night. We've done performer of the night, match of the night. And just before I ask you for your match of the night, I'm going to put the link in the stream. So if anybody wants to come on and hang out with us, you can do to close out the stream. If not, don't worry about it because we've got to go to bed because it's 1 in the morning. But I always like
3 a.m.
I always like to open it up.
Sleep.
If anybody wants to come in and hang out, let me know. You'll pop up in the waiting room. Match of the night. Your favorite match of the night?
Match of the night. I didn't catch a lot of the matches because I was too busy enjoying your company.
Yeah.
I believe the Finn Balor match was good. But I'm going to drift away from that and I'm going to give the credit to Chad Gable versus Angelo Dawkins.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
I think it was very, very technical. I think for his size as well, he was quite technical and he put a lot of he was very good. He's very charismatic, and obviously with Chad Gable as well, he's just equally as good for himself.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I'm going to give it to. I think that was a bit of an underdog match for the night, but I also enjoyed. Anytime I see Finn Balor in action is great. But yeah, definitely for a match that we actually saw the conclusion of because we did a lot of talking tonight. I'm going to give it to Chad Gable, and it was just good to see. I was surprised Angelo Dawkins went over though.
Yeah, I'm surprised because Chad Gable and Otis have been. To be fair, they've both been getting quite a few losses racked up recently, which is a bit sad. But I'm glad Street Profits are finally getting their position back in the tag team division. Same with the Viking Raiders.
Absolutely, the Viking Raiders are great as well. I don't think they'll take the belts off AJ and Omos. I think that'll be RK Bro at some point. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll do, guys, is we'll say good evening. I will be back. I'll be back on Sunday for a Batman watch along, Batman: The Dark Knight. So if you're interested in Batman and comic books and the movie, of course, the legendary movie featuring Heath Ledger as the Joker, I'll be watching that with my buddy Jay from Inkblot Films. I've been Dom for giving me a whole year. That's Dan from the Lions Den. You can give him a follow at the details below. Guys, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you everybody for joining us.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Dan, what we tend to do at the end of these streams is I count down from 5 like a claymore, and then we say "Hell yeah," and we hold our breaths until we manage to end the stream appropriately. Okay. Are you ready for the challenge?
I'm ready for the challenge.
Okay. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hell yeah!
God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allen, and you're listening to Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast.